baby's sleeping.
Opa!
The baby's sleeping. Look at it.
Not anymore.
Whoops!
Welcome to our first Dungeons and Dragons stream of the year. I don't know.
Like
has
forever.
That's what this year? Where's the mic?
Not Dungeons and Dragons.
That's why I said Happy New Year.
We're all overtaking Chris's talking right now.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. So
Dungeons
go ahead and start
Dragons
over.
stream
as we continue to talk.
Yeah, please introduce us.
So welcome. I hope that you enjoy our campaign tonight.
Me too.
Hopefully we get to the end of Act 1. We'll see what happens. We'll see who dies. Probably everybody. So that'll be a lot of fun.
I refuse. Actually,
You see?
So kind of
USB-C?
go around for the new people and introduce characters a little bit. You can see them on the screen. But we do have quite a few new faces. As far as characters and stuff, and so I think it'd be good.
Right?
And it's been quite a long time since we've introduced ourselves and played together. So let's go around the table and kind of introduce who your character is, what they're doing. And so we'll start with Bowen. Tell us a little bit about Bowen, sir.
Bowen is a 20-ish a wizard, a necromancer. Necromancers specialize in magic of the dead. He's
The undead,
yeah.
Join the D&D
The
group
almost
on
not
chat
dead.
on,
Oh yeah.
What, it's like story-wise? Is that where we want to be, or just background?
Just a little
because
bit
we
of
can chat
background.
on it amongst
Oh, he
each
loves
other.
long walks on the
Reduces
beaches.
the
No,
table chatter.
he
I don't think he does.
no, he
I
doesn't.
feel like he's not a fan of long walks.
No, he's not a fun guy.
He gets tired easily. You know?
A tragic background, basic search for redemption sort of guy. Not good at socializing. The reluctant leader of this whole thing, turns out. Yeah, that's basically where we're at. That's a good one. That's good.
All right, and then to his left we have Okami.
So Okami is a samurai. He has traveled from a faraway land to face people and gain strength. He wants to fight the most powerful warriors and learn skills and become great in his own mind.
Turn your volume down.
He's kind of like a crown prince of his land, and he's kind of in some ways running away from his responsibilities to his family. He at all costs is resisting leadership. He does not want to lead, but he really admires honor and strength. So,
All right. And then, not on the screen, but in real life.
on the screen.
No, not on the screen to his left, but in real life to
Fair
his
enough.
left. We have
IRL.
Sorry, I've got a mouthful of pizza. So I am Sulnar. I am an elf, and I'm a druid, and I have a somewhat slight connection to the previous campaign character of. Is it Davin?
Yeah.
Yes, Davin.
Davin
I'm
Lockwood.
kind of searching for Davin, but that kind of has been put on hiatus due to current circumstances.
All right. And then to his left, we have a relatively new character
he
debuting
keeps
in our
dying.
last session.
This
I
is,
could forget this character's name.
yeah.
Onyx, that's right.
Sorry,
Goliath.
I've made so many.
This is his third?
Third,
Or
this is
third
number
character.
3. Yeah.
Chris keeps killing him.
Yeah, that's true. I knew. It's one of my guilty pleasures. We'll see if we can do it again tonight.
Yeah. We'll see. So the name is Onyx Gloomfield, and he is a frost giant, basically. Well, he's a Goliath, actually. I guess he's not really a frost giant.
Goliath.
He's a Goliath. So he's a part giant. He's a fighter. He was in the military. I didn't put anything under the
What do you mean
background.
you didn't put?
make something
You
up.
Make it up,
You
man.
hit your head and forgot your background.
That's well, actually, since I've unthawed from that dragon's magical
Right.
frozen ice, I
Watch
remember
that
some things. Like I know I'm a
Did you
Goliath.
swear your allegiance to somebody too?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Are you like
Forgot about
That was like the best part of the last
you're like
campaign.
fealty?
I
Swore
basically had no
fealty.
choice. I swore
There's a lot going on.
That I would be the servant of a tiny, insignificant kobold.
Scar.
Little lizard
named
man.
Scar. So I am a wee, sad
wee baron.
Goliath named Onyx Gloomfield. hence the
Serving
name.
a kobold.
In servitude to a kobold.
Excuse the earthquake.
Whoa!
And then to his left, we have our good friend Icky the Aarakocra. Let's tell us a little bit about yourself, Icky.
I can fly, and
Enough said.
I was on a journey pursuing my
What else matters?
arch nemesis, or I guess that would be it. Earth elementals. I don't like them, and I hunt them. I'm a ranger, so I fly around with my bow and shoot things. And the party happened to kill an earth elemental that I had been hunting, and so that's how I met up with them a little while ago after my first character died.
Alright. To his left, although I don't think it's screen left, we have Gwynfield. Okay, I'm just going with Gwen. Easier. Tell us about Gwen.
My character is Gwynfield Nyarling. You can call her Gwen. She is an elf ranger because I wasn't feeling creative when I rolled her.
Nothing wrong with an elf ranger.
Yeah.
They're all
Classic.
right.
Classic.
Everybody is an elf ranger. Anyway, she was hunting a ice dragon when she ran afoul of that and got frozen in ice for who knows how long. And then she got thawed out partially, and Scar came along and made her swear fealty before he would let her loose. She hates that, and is she's also very independent and like anti-authoritarian. So we'll see how that works. And yeah, she's new to the party and still trying to figure out who is doing what and what they're doing and why they're doing and so on.
What's up, Jay Netzley?
And
Yeah!
Know anybody here?
and to his left, we have our good friend who needs no introduction, really.
Rothgar!
Rothgar. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Rothgar?
Rothgar is the man.
He's the most
Or
the
more
Minotaur.
likely,
He's the most metal of the party.
the Minotaur.
He's the most metal.
Most likely
The
to
Minuteman.
fall off a cliff. In this.
Voted most likely to fall off a cliff in high school.
exactly.
Also, the one who did the killing blow on the dragon and then handed that
True.
off to the
Just
Scar.
go with the
That was
Wile E.
definitely
Coyote
Scar.
plan. Never look down.
Scar definitely killed that
Scar
dragon.
definitely
right,
killed
yeah,
that
For
dragon.
sure.
Probably those two drakes as well.
Yep.
So yeah, Rothgar is a BA Minotaur. He's totally level 5 now, which is awesome. And he has 2 horns, like Minotaurs do have. And he has lots of stories of all the amazing things he's done. And there's lots of those. But anyway, he just runs around and gets bored and then goes and does stuff that's
Don't
just
touch
impulsive and crazy. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you want anything else there, but that's what I
good.
got for you right now.
That's great.
Every time I look at myself,
And then I am your dungeon master.
Friendly
You're the leader of
neighborhood
this shenanigans.
Dungeon master.
The killer of all the things is my job. And
Oh, my
I
things.
believe it's about time to start.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Any
do
other-
this thing.
Any other conversation
Already.
that needs to go on? Questions?
Thank you, Romy.
Shout out to our
which
boy
I assume is probably
Tristan.
one of you guys.
Oh, it's Ramiku.
Too many
The
people on his
true
Wi-Fi.
OG BBBer is also here as well. He is
Oh, here, let me
being
block
cool.
my
He'll
shiny
be running
head.
the cameras. He'll be doing all of the AV equipment. He's the behind the scenes guy. Let's give it up for our AV guy. Woo! Oh, that is
Yeah.
that's a baby's asleep round of applause right there.
Yeah.
Well,
Also,
that's
the
good
microphones
because
pick up
there's
the
a
baby
baby.
sleep.
All right. Yeah. Let's start this, shall we? So we
we shall.
once
Do it.
again join our heroes. Sure, why not? Aboard their air vessel, newly christened the Tempest.
That's
after
right.
experience
This is
after
new for me.
their last journey, as they were on their way to probably save the world, they got sidetracked as a large storm blew in, and they come to find out that this was no ordinary storm, but in fact a demigod, I guess you could say, known as the Tempest, that wreaks these mountains that they're traveling through havoc all over them. A couple of them decided to take a look at this demigod and got instantly struck by lightning and almost died in one good strike.
That was you.
Oh, right.
Yep. Thankfully, though, they didn't. And they were able to
I took like 50 damage. It was rough.
land the vessel safely.
Man bun.
And
it's not physically possible.
Land the man bun?
Land the vessel safely.
Where did I hear man bun?
No, I'm looking at the chat.
Most ownage says Rothgar
has a man bun.
I agree, he does.
Get a little sidetracked here, guys.
Sorry.
I'm trying to make my intro monologue, and all I'm getting
Come
is
on.
interrupted. What is this?
No
And
res-
from the
no
peanut
respect,
gallery.
I
And
tell
from
ya.
the peanut gallery.
If you're
Jeez.
answering chat, answer it in chat.
Exactly. Remember, we made this rule last time.
chat.
So, they were landed their vessel safely and found shelter in a cave in which they located a portal to a mountain peak, basically, where they actually ended up being above the storm. And they looked around, tried to figure out what was going on. They got attacked by some white drakes. Rothgar killed some white drakes, while everybody else got destroyed, basically. So that was good.
Or weren't involved.
Yeah, or
I
weren't
think
involved.
one other person killed one of them.
Rothgar did it all, remember?
Meh.
And so after that, they ended up wandering into this large castle that they had stumbled upon and found a large hoard of treasure, in which they started to just take whatever they wanted from that hoard of treasure. After a few moments passed by, they had a white dragon come and land, in which they were promptly told to return it all back, and they could freely pass. And yeah, they didn't do that. They decided that they were going to try to lie
Really?
to a dragon about his gold hoard.
I like to think of it as we almost did.
yeah, sure.
Well, admittedly, we did throw all of it out except for the stuff that got destroyed.
And a cube.
No.
And
Somebody
and a
cut the
cube.
Cube.
Yeah.
And
Who
so,
did that?
and then after that, they
Kristen.
struck another bargain in which they failed to uphold as well. And so then the dragon just decided they all had to die. And so they fought
Some
and
of us died.
slayed the white dragon.
Some of
It
us
was-
died.
Yeah.
I'm bitter.
Everybody fought, not everybody slayed the white dragon. No. We had two more casualties. Our good friend Gabriel Lucius, who just so happened to be the appointed captain of the vessel Tempest.
Oops.
And so he passed on, along with our good friend that we only knew for a little while, Zariella. That's
Nice
right.
one, almost.
Can't even remember her name.
Yeah,
It's
rest
okay,
in
she's
peace.
dead, long dead.
Pretty brief.
You were going to like get a shirt with her on it or something.
Right? Yeah, I
weren't you?
know. Actually, I had a tattoo all laid out.
So once the dragon was slain, they all decided to kind of pick apart the treasure hoard, while Scar went and ventured around and found two frozen people in ice that were beginning to thaw, trying to convince them that that he had slayed the dragon, that they should swear fealty to him. They did
Remind
not-
us of what Scar is and
Scar's a
his
kobold.
relation.
He's traveling with them. He has been the damage controlman, if you will, on the ship. He'd been the repairman and was training everybody. And so he claimed that he had slayed the dragon by himself. And so he went and fabricobbled a cart out of some wood and some pots and wheeled the dragon head to these two who were still stuck in the ice and informed them that, yeah, I did this. And so they swore fealty to him. He ended up releasing them from the ice and walked out, and everybody backed Scar up. And so everybody-
Thanks, Kevbot.
So they're currently believe that Scar is the slayer of dragon, and are fearlessly following him. Because
It's not there. It goes.
because all of the giant ruins that they found in the castle and how big everything was, they assumed that it was a frost giant castle, and had seen a couple of frost giants fleeing from the castle itself, and there was the portal that they came in. They saw the gate be accessed in another way in order to get to wherever they were running away to.
Let's get back to the Frost Giants.
And so they ended up going back to the Frost Giant tribe that had been eradicated from this castle by the White Dragon, and informing them that they had in fact cleared the castle and that they were free to move in, and that any treasure that they wanted would be theirs. And the Frost Giant said that they could take the dragon's treasure hoard as long as they left the castle, and that was kind of the bargain that they struck. With that, they gathered the treasure hoard in their airship, and prior to departing, they struck a deal with the Frost Giant tribe captain, tribe leader, that he gave them a horn that should they ever be in trouble, they could blow the horn, and the Frost Giants would come, those that hear, as quick as possible. And so they gave that to, obviously, the Slayer of the Dragon, Scar. And so Scar now has that said horn, and is not telling anybody else about that.
And nobody is... Scar's an NPC.
Yeah. Scar, yeah. He is a kobold.
And no one knows but him and the people with him, or just him?
It was him and Okami, I believe, but I think Okami was okay with it.
What's his face? Yeah.
I thought I was there too. I thought.
You may have been.
I spoke giant, so I thought it was
you were.
fair
You
that
did
it went.
go. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yep.
So there
And
were
so-
4 of us, maybe.
Yeah.
And then after they had settled everything, they loaded up their ship with all of their gold, their magic items, any weapons, accoutrement that they so desired.
Good work.
One golden statue, I believe, was also loaded onto the vessel as
We might
well.
jettison it later, depending on how heavy it is.
But somebody just had to have that statue of gold. Hrothgar. And as they cast off their lines...
Come on, man. It was like a trophy I had to have.
They realized that there was no captain aboard the vessel since Gabriel Lucius had passed away, and decided to appoint the newly minted, no longer damage controlman, but captain of the Tempest, Scar.
Captain Scar.
And he
Such a bad
took
name.
the reins as you guys took off on your way to the giant pillar of light that you assume is going to be the end of the world.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, that thing. All right.
Hey.
That was a long monologue to catch everybody up. It has been a very long time since we played, so I'm sorry for that. Needed a few reminders.
Even
but
longer
I think,
for some of us.
I think everybody's tracking. Some people weren't there. Icky and Solnar both got extremely sick during the ship ride and were vomiting and just having a terrible time with diarrhea and everything down in
Below
the belly
decks.
of the ship.
TMI.
And so they were just miserable. But finally, as the ship takes off, they also wake up, recovering from their motion sickness.
Thanks for showing up right as we become incredibly rich.
Hey, I do what I can.
So yes, with their wealth loaded up, their frost giants firmly in their rear view sail, they take off and launch into the distance. Is there anything you guys would like to do on this vessel
Look
trip?
at how much money I have.
You see that the Tempest has fully moved off. You still see the crackling lightning, the large storm that kind of follows along with it, but is no longer moving directly towards you. It's continuing on basically the way that you came, more toward the kobold mountain, if you will, in that direction, the opposite direction of where you're going.
Cool.
So how far away is this Tower of Light?
You guys are about halfway there, and it's taken you 2 days, and so you got about 2 days more of traveling in order to get there.
You need to take a rest.
Yeah, I need to take a rest. I don't know if anybody else does.
I don't know that I do.
Because we should.
No, I think I'm
There's
good.
plenty of time to rest. Yeah, you're now recovered, so you're feeling good.
You can just get a long rest.
You walk down into the, after being locked up kind of in the crew quarters for a little while, you walk into the underbelly, basically, of the ship where you store everything, and you just see a mound of gold, a mound of silver, a mound of copper, just untold wealth.
I would like
That's
to
interesting.
go gather a few platinum coins and stick them in my purse,
Okay.
in my possession.
Yeah, you can gather 2 platinum coins if you would like.
All right, I'd like to.
Who was the
Yeah.
horde captain? Who was the man that had all of that wealth?
What
Who
were we
loaded?
supposed
It on their ship.
what were we supposed to
I
do?
told
Ahem.
everybody what it was.
AV guy.
I think it was our AV guy, was it?
Anna
Our
guy.
good friend, Anna guy.
And again,
Were you the keeper of all the wealth? Had you
Keeper of the
stored
wealth?
everything that the ship had?
You wrote down everything the ship had,
I
right?
believe I did, yes.
Will you remove 2 platinum pieces from that, please?
I need a rest also,
4?
I guess.
Oh yeah. Why not?
Wait, did I get any money?
Was there equipment?
I mean,
in
you
the...
guys all got money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't-
There was nothing fancy, like there's no like magical equipment
Yeah.
and stuff,
Okay.
but there
No,
is
but in terms of,
plenty
like,
of
Lots of money.
well-ordained items. So if you want like a showy breastplate, you can have a showy breastplate. If you want something that looks really cool but doesn't necessarily provide any benefits, there's plenty of that. Everything that dragon had was
Oh,
gold
show.
ordained. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll make something up at some point and tell you.
Okay.
Nothing additional stats, but I'll make something.
Yep.
Maybe it
Where are we on rest?
Yeah, you guys could take a rest. You got 2 days.
On a
So
rest.
I just wasn't sure if anybody wanted to do anything before they got,
Yeah.
or to talk to anybody, to figure out more about the kobolds that they're traveling with, anything like that.
Rest.
I did not add any money.
You guys didn't really get any money. It was more of just put into the ship, and so the
Okay. Just
Saved your life.
Not for long.
I'll just put it as
Fair enough.
I believe the quartermaster has all that information.
Quartermaster.
The QM.
So what are we looking for?
Did we
Remove 4 platinum from your gold hoards.
forgive me if you already said this, but did we bring trophies from the dragon itself?
Yes, you have the,
The
head
head?
of the dragon currently
Okay.
on the head of the ship.
Okay.
Basically hanging there. And also,
I like
Scar had taken some time to draw or to paint a nice,
Right.
not Rothgar epicness painting on the side of the ship, but he did paint a dragon being
Right.
slain by a kobold on
Right.
the front.
Right.
4 platinum.
One of the characters has in their possession a cube,
Yep.
and
Oh,
one of
one
the
of those characters does.
one of the characters has in their possession a bag that's extremely dangerous.
Right.
This is the portal bag.
The don't reach in it bag.
Right. I heard about that.
You want a snack?
I heard rumor.
Oh yeah, Dave, you weren't here for that.
I heard rumor.
Watch them.
It was bad.
I may have in my possession a bag of devouring.
At
Came
some
in
point,
handy.
I'm gonna have Gwen or
It's true, I
Gwen is
didn't
gonna go
chop
spend
off a
some
dragon's
time
finger.
studying the head of the dragon, like
That was pretty
eyes,
sweet.
teeth, scales, that sort of thing. Just learning. That's
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Nothing.
You do notice there is one tooth removed,
Okay.
very clearly removed.
Cool.
But yeah, you can spend some time looking at that,
Yep.
learn some more about dragon biology.
We had the head mounted to the
Anatomy.
front of the ship, right?
Yeah,
Right. So she's
So you
out
just
there at the front.
hanging, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't we remove some dragon stuff that was valuable?
You guys took some scales, you took claws, stuff like that. Yeah.
That's right. I took a dragon scale.
I'm gonna talk with Scar. I'm gonna approach Scar and ask him what he thinks of this mysterious pillar of light.
I'm gonna listen in.
What exactly do you ask him?
So, what do you make of this mysterious pillar of light?
I don't like it. It's scary. But for a guy who slays dragons, though, it's no big deal. Yeah, we'll kill it. Whatever's there, we'll kill it.
I both hate and love this guy so much.
He's a sociopath. Great.
Somewhat of a nihilist.
What do you know about it?
It's bright.
It's
Ah, where'd you come from?
Been here the whole time. I was puking earlier, but I've been here.
Scar.
Sulnar.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
That's right. So what do you know?
We go way back.
yeah,
Yeah, way back.
way back.
Years. Millennia.
Maybe not years or millennia, but at least a month or two. So
What are we up against?
there's that menagerie. That menagerie was headed this way. Do we think that
What
You know,
is a
ma-
menagerie?
It's pretty
Right.
cool. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Monsters but they're bad guys.
Kobolds?
No, they didn't have any kobolds. I don't think. But
Giant whales.
I mean, they're not good people. They stole a bunch of people from a village that we're chasing, and I just wonder if there's any possibility that the menagerie was able to make it that far before during the time that we got distracted and met you.
I don't know. Do they know magic?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
How long you been chasing them?
for a month maybe.
You're like 3 weeks.
Like almost a month. Yeah. They had a lot of
They got your wife or something? Why?
they took a lot of children and women from this village while all the warriors were away. They feigned
Why do you care?
an attack.
Is it your
and
village?
then it wasn't our village. But I mean, it's not a good thing to do.
Honorable.
Yeah.
I'll be in my bunk.
Do you guys want to
Cool.
kill him dead?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And we might need the Dragon Slayer Scar to help us out.
Oh, anytime. Yeah, I'm there. I'll kill them all.
Yes.
You see
got
his
it,
eyes
Cigar.
start to like go a little crazy.
I would
Like
love.
one goes this way and the other goes this way, and he just
Foaming at the mouth.
That's
I
not
say
natural.
yes. I'd love to see your action in person this time.
Yeah, I'll show you. The Dragon Slayer. Yeah, yeah.
This is sociopath.
Yes.
anything else you guys want to do?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, no.
Uh-oh.
I like to
I
study
think
that
after
scroll
spending
of fireball while we're doing it.
You definitely do
I
that.
think
I
after
did it.
spending a week in the hold, I'm just gonna enjoy the fresh air
Okay.
and engross myself in the.
As you guys walk around the decks, everybody give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Pretty sure I passed.
No, I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Who got below? We'll go with 7.
Below 7?
Out of 7. We'll say that. 7. Anybody else?
No.
No? No? Okay. As you're walking around the deck, you step on something and your foot stings to high hell.
Uh-oh.
Just terrible
Stings?
sting. And yep. And you look down and you see what appears to be a couple of scorpions skittling around the ship.
Ouch.
How long have I got?
I mean, and you don't feel any poison or anything. You do take 2 damage, and your foot starts to swell up or anything and stuff.
The gold.
But
It was a spell.
yeah,
All
they
the
look
gold was
awfully like the
disguised as
scorpions that your
scorpions.
good friend Zariella was toting around for a while.
Huh.
On a
Right.
stick.
They appear
Right.
to have gotten off that stick, and as you
Dang
move
it.
your foot up, you see him like snapping his little pinchers at you.
It's all your
angrily.
fault.
And he you think he's hungry.
Feed him.
Is that right?
Yeah, there's 2 hungry scorpions right there.
Am I
what I think?
aware of these scorpions?
No, you've
Okay.
never stepped on them. This is just at like a random time while you're
Okay.
walking across the ship.
If only you had some beef jerky and a bunch of trail mix.
Right? Well, I could kill them or I could feed them.
You did step on one.
Train
so.
them to do backflips.
Not dead. Like as soon as you began to put your foot down, you felt the pinch and you put it up.
Okay, I guess it's kind of my fault that he stung me then, because I was gonna step on him. I'll tell you what. I have some panther bacon. I throw a piece of panther bacon
Panther
down at him.
Both of them just start skittering to it and devouring it.
Wow.
Just going to town on your panther.
How big are these scorpions?
Yeah, scorpion size, pretty big.
Just like scorpions.
They're scorpion-sized scorpions.
That's-
Wow.
Good deal. I like where this is going.
Train them.
Nice.
What are their names? Tango and Cash.
Do you have
Tango.
do you have talk with animals?
No.
Somebody write that
I
down.
do.
Sure.
Tango and Cash.
Okay.
They are Tango and Cash, the scorpions.
Am I near him at all?
Did you get stung?
Roll a percentage dice. Give me a
Percentage?
100 and a d10.
100
So both
and a
fit 10,
D10.
yeah.
Yeah.
81.
81.
Yeah. You see
Okay.
him nearly step on it, and then you see him kind of give him a piece of jerky and then name them.
Okay, I tell the scorpions that they've been named. Because I have.
Hey,
Animal
what's our name there, guy?
He said, "Your
Yeah,
tango."
tell us a name there.
He
Come
said,
on.
"Your tango, your cash."
Yeah, I like that. That sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, guy.
I didn't know they were-
like you.
I
I
didn't
like
know they
this
were-
guy. Gives us some good food, man.
I didn't know they were Boston Yahoos. I might stop by.
They appreciated your panther bacon.
Oh, well, that's impressive. That's an impressive little deal you got there. Talk to scorpions.
Yeah.
That's pretty
It's a
cool.
special ability.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Tango and
Is that a
what?
spell?
Sorry,
I have
write this down.
+4 animal
Tango and
handling. or
cash?
something
Oh,
like that.
animal handling is different than talking to you.
That's what explain
is
to you
it?
what that is.
Oh.
No, I just forgot what
You're
it
a
was.
druid, right?
Yeah, I'm
Shouldn't
a
that be
druid.
like par for the course?
We're going to talk later.
I guess my animal handling skill is different than talking to animals.
Yeah, it's a spell that you have in order to speak with animals.
Oh, okay. So I just have +4 animal.
Oh, you don't have the commune with animals or
I don't think so.
Aw.
Maybe
You guys-
maybe I
that's
all in
overstepped.
vain.
my
You
bounds.
probably
you
do.
never heard
Look under your
the,
spells.
the
All right.
Boston accent.
Well, hang
sort.
on.
The jury's ordered to strike that from their record.
Sorry, I don't have that spell.
Yeah.
Am I
Maybe
nearby?
class abilities.
Give
that
me
might,
percentage.
Because I do have
natures.
animals. That's 71.
Okay, yeah, you're
Okay,
nearby.
let's just say I did all.
Yeah,
of
okay.
them.
All
All
right.
right, we saved it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
It's canon.
Wow.
It happened.
I burned a
Re-
spell slot just for
unstrike
that.
from the record.
Take a
We
sleep.
better not run into trouble.
Cross out Solnar.
Yeah.
Nice.
Slight edit.
Slight edit.
Okay.
And
What's
I'm
next?
gonna long rest that away.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll say you guys have one more night, and then come early morning, probably still dark out, you'll make it to this giant beacon of light in the distance. It's growing quite a bit.
It's getting pretty bright.
What color is the beacon?
Blue. Like dark blue.
Like electric blue?
Like the exact same color of all of the weird creatures that you've been messing with blue.
Oh.
Oh.
Anybody notice that?
That blue.
Wait, we got a color theme.
You
For you
know,
new guys,
you're
that's we've done that before.
dead. The one who knew the
We've
color
been
theme
there.
is dead.
We got that T-shirt.
Yeah. What?
You all got the tattoos.
I'm cool as too.
Who has the list of our positions on the ship?
I do.
I wasn't that guy with that list.
I got it.
That's and a guy.
It's the peanut gallery over here.
Man.
I got all
Was
the
that a
the
Smurfs
list.
joke?
You want it? Do you want
Just
me to
kidding, it's
call it
probably
out?
not.
Is somebody wondering what their position is? Do they not remember?
I'm navigator. I remember
I
that.
don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't think I
And I have
think I
guns
have
now.
a position
Call out your
anymore.
name. I'll tell you what you are.
Sulnar.
Do I have a position?
You're the surgeon.
Iki.
The doc.
Iki.
I don't think Iki
I don't
had a
have you on
position
the-
because
yeah,
you weren't
don't
there.
have a position.
You were feeling really sick, and so you just
Does
got voted out.
Onyx
really
have a
geeky.
position?
No.
Say that again.
Does Onyx have a position?
Onyx? No.
Not yet.
Okay.
Bowen.
Didn't think so.
Bowen? You are the quartermaster.
Oh, right, the stock boy.
Yep.
Right, the underbelly stock boy.
Rothgar. Rothgar.
Gunner.
You are the cannoneer.
Did we get Gwen position?
No, but we had Zariella.
She's high dex.
You were in the crow's nest.
Cool. That's right. I think
You're the
we did
quartermaster,
that.
so anytime someone needs to be drawn and quartered,
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Be the
fly
master
to
of that.
the crow's nest and just hang out up there.
Cool.
And don't forget, Scar is the captain.
Scar is the captain,
Yep,
of course.
Scar was the captain.
So we're at this beacon of light. We're there.
You'll get there, yeah. Unless anybody wants to do anything else.
I'm
ready.
I'd like
Great.
to
Will I be able
see
to
how
perceive
close
anything?
I
Hold
can
on, hold on.
land a poop to Scar's head as I'm flying around the deck.
Okay,
Because
go for it.
Roll that.
Roll an attack.
Do you need
Roll
to
me an
Attack.
attack.
What? You lose 1 stink damage.
Acid damage.
Acid damage.
That's a good dice tray.
It's 19.
Yeah, that's gonna hit Scar right on the head. Give me a 1d4 acid damage.
He's gonna be like, where did that come from? The one bird flying around.
And it's a man-sized
2
bird,
damage.
so it's gonna
Yeah,
like knock him to the floor.
It's not a little one.
A big old Duke comes and lands right on top of Scar's head.
He's
He
pretty
kinda-
small.
Yeah.
Like-
He kind of reaches up and looks at it.
He's gonna eat it. That's
Oh!
He looks
That's
up.
gonna be
He
so.
looks at it.
He's gonna eat it.
No.
Gross.
That's +1 inspiration. I call it.
Oh, disgusting.
Dinner.
Damn it.
He ate
He
it?
doesn't seem phased. He almost appreciative. He kind of looks up and gives you one of those.
Thumbs up. Do it again, bro.
Gosh.
I'm done.
The
One and
bowels are
done.
Evacuated.
Yep.
Maybe you should have been the
Can
king.
so the
Oh my god.
guns or whatever, are they all mounted up and ready to go?
Yeah.
Can I do anything to help shore them
Oh
up
yeah,
or
we had
align
2
them or set
guns,
them up?
right?
You had a big bow.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
A dragon.
Dragon
bow,
sling, bow, and
and then you
arrow.
had a cannon as
Okay.
well. Yeah.
Can I do anything to set those up?
Like as far as
True them in,
Load 'em up.
do some target practice or something
if
like
you
that?
want to shoot, you're more than welcome to. I mean,
feel like-
remember you have plenty of cannonballs. You don't have that many arrows.
Yeah, maybe do some target practice with the cannon.
So yeah, just through the night, you're just launching cannonballs off the side of the ship.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
I don't care. They're sleeping.
Yeah, you get the powder out, you get the
None
cannonballs
of us
one at
get
a
a
time
short
up, no
rest.
problem because you're nice
Or a
and
long
strong.
rest.
No short rest for you.
You get a bunch of them and you just start practicing, ranging out. You know which powder charge is gonna take for this distance and stuff like that, and yeah, you get a feel for the cannon. You're not, I'd say you're proficient in it, but you're not like an expert shot or anything like that.
So does that mean he gets a bonus?
Yeah, you get his proficiency bonus.
Proficiency bonus game.
Bam.
Nice. So are we close enough to see?
It's still dark out, but yeah, you can kind of see from the glowing blue laser into the sky what's going on. It appears to be a castle for all
This
that
is
you
a
can
vertical
tell. Yes,
bar of
going
light.
straight into outer space.
Okay.
So if my position is in the crow's nest, I'm assuming I'm going to go up there. Is there anything that I can see from there that
You have
other
dark
people
vision?
want? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Give me a perception check.
Look at extra. That's a 12 plus 7. Is that what I do with Dex plus 7?
Your perception. There's a perception roll.
Sorry, plus 4. So 16.
Okay. You don't really see anything to note. It's a
I don't know.
castle.
I haven't played for 3.
You see
7
some
weeks.
like white caps going
We're at level
around
5.
outside of the castle, and you assume that it's surrounded by some sort of body of water.
Okay.
Can't really tell what, but yeah, it appears to be on an island maybe or something like that. Yeah.
I don't tell anybody.
Is I taking a side?
That's
real
good,
quick?
'cause
Are
I
we
didn't
level
hear
5?
that.
Am I level 5?
Yeah, level
Okay.
5.
This beam of light is coming from the middle of the castle, or is it next to the castle?
It's actually it's coming from the
your
middle
HP,
of the castle, and it
your
appears to
HP.
be going through
Roll
a
a
wall.
D8.
Like there's no, you can see the wall that it's or a roof that it's going
Add
through. You can see
4
the
to your-
rock and the stone that this castle is made out of, but
you can
it's
take
shooting
half.
right through that.
If you don't
completely,
get
as if it doesn't exist.
Plus whatever
Gotcha.
got added
Yeah,
also.
so just change this
Gotcha.
to. Where's your
Okay. Mm.
So we were
Good.
there.
Yeah,
Nice.
it can be early morning unless you guys want to do
I
anything
just
else.
add 4 to that.
Make it
Where should we land our ship?
So as the sun begins to crest a little bit, you can start to make out what's going around, and it is this castle that's in front of you is in fact located on an island in the middle of a river. You see what appears to be an old town, derelict town, off to the east, and and then the island has a sheer spire of granite going up directly in the middle, about 600 feet tall, and then hundreds and hundreds of feet above the water, and appears to be completely smooth, as if one stone of granite made this entire spire. Basically, there's no rocks that were used this or anything like that. There are 2 drawbridges across the rivers. Both are up. They would provide access if they were lowered. There are several turrets along the outside, and they are not on the ground. They are actually there's 4 turrets along the outside wall that are raised above the wall and flying there in place.
Anybody know
You said the
Featherfall?
turrets are flying?
Yes. Each
So
of the four
Rothgar
turrets
is gonna.
You know Featherfall? That's unfortunate.
Rothgar is gonna get ready. with his
Basically a
weapon, but not
parachute.
take any
Not
offensive.
charge.
Okay. And everything here appears to be large, basically the same size as the last castle that you were in, as if this used to be some sort of giant structure.
Giants. Well,
You don't see any people walking around. There's nothing firing at your ships or anything like that. You just have this beacon of light coming out of this spire. And by spire, I don't mean like 100-foot wide. It's probably half a mile wide.
it's like a giant stone plateau.
Yeah. If it wasn't so carved, you would assume that it's like
It's like a
a
cylinder.
volcano or almost. Yes.
It's just like a giant cylindrical,
Yeah.
like.
Well, shucks.
Those
How close
turrets
are we
were-
flying to it currently?
How close do you want to be flying?
Ask Scar.
Is it the same diameter as the granite you were describing earlier? Or is it narrower?
Is
Or
what?
The beam of light.
No, it's narrower.
Okay.
It just shoots off
Don't
into
think we
space.
should get too close to those turrets.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember why we're
By
here.
turrets, I don't mean guns, just for clarification. Like spire.
Castle turret.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
castle
turret.
turret,
Never
like a
mind,
top,
Don't
like
mean
Ah,
like
yes,
like a
yes,
flat
yes,
top
yes, already.
tower.
yeah.
But they're
Miscommunication.
floating.
Oh, okay.
But they're floating off the ground.
Correct.
Whoa.
Could we land the ship on top of one of those?
Yes, they're way larger than you would ever need to land a ship.
Scar, do you know anything about this location, this castle?
No, not from around here.
Cool. Fair enough.
Do
It's
I
big. It's real big.
do I see anything extra from the top? Like anything additional, noticeable? Okay.
Yeah, you already did your perception check. That's what you guys see.
Would Onyx know anything about this place?
Maybe.
Oh,
Do a
yeah.
history check.
Yeah, let's do a history check on this castle.
I think I'm actually proficient in history.
Let's check out my skills. History -1. That's a 12.
You ain't got a clue.
No idea.
It looks like a castle.
I think it might be.
Is everyone making this check,
No,
or is
the
it
only
just?
other one that I'll give an opportunity to would be you, Okami, because you're kind of in your sort
Yeah.
of region, and so you can give a roll.
11?
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah,
Don't know anything
You know.
about this castle.
Damn, that's too bad.
Alright.
Can we see anything that looks like the front of the castle?
Yep, yep.
Okay.
So in line with the two drawbridges that you see, if you continue to follow that line, you see two very large openings in the side of this pillar.
Well, I kind of feel like we should just kind of keep heading towards it.
Let's just go in.
That's
what
we
we
gonna
do.
We
So are
approach
we gonna,
look
what
for
are we
looks
it.
gonna
like the
land,
front.
Let the
land it on
drawbridge
one
down.
of the
The
towers?
best way to find a trap is to spring it.
Like, are we gonna land it on one of the turrets
Oh.
and try to go
I think
from there?
I would just head towards the gate. I mean,
what looks like the entrance and kind of
We're gonna just fly
far away, or not
fly
far
our
away.
airship into the gate of.
You want to go on the outside and approach.
I mean, that's what I
You
do.
don't
I'm
wanna-
Rothgar,
Right.
so.
We could.
I'm standing with the gun.
I like the idea of landing on one of the little exploding.
Land on one of the floating
Turrets?
turrets.
Are they
Oh.
attached with
Alright.
bridges or anything?
No, they're floating.
So they're just
in the air.
floating. So
They're just
otherwise you're
floating
just
in-
We could
isolated.
check them out
Yeah.
and then move on.
Yeah.
If you want a distraction.
Land,
from the
do
main
another
quest
perception
Alright.
check, and then go.
I say we just land outside of the front and approach.
What if?
All this time as you
but-
guys been discussing it, Scar's just been flying the ship. He does a little maneuver as he pulls the imaginary e-brake as the ship comes to like a skidding stop
Sideways.
directly on top of one of the not the turrets but on the wall itself.
Yeah.
That's around and can enter into the courtyard, and it's a pretty large, thick wall, and so he's able to land the ship on top of that and just kind of stops right there and smiles at you guys.
That was impressive.
Yeah. Well done.
Well done.
Ah,
Thanks, Dragon Slayer.
So we're on a wall now.
Yeah, you're on the courtyard wall,
Okay.
if you will. As you look into the courtyard, for as pristine and beautiful all of the granite is, the courtyard's full of now trees. It's kind of foresty in there. It appears to be overgrown. It doesn't look like anything's habited here for a very, very long time.
So maybe we should
hundreds of years.
Maybe somebody with some ranger skills should
Sounds like we're in the clear.
check
Let's
for
just head down.
maybe check for foot traffic or any kind of activity.
Anything.
Anybody who might, have skills as a ranger in tracking, wilderness survival, anything. No.
What?
I have stealth skills.
You hear a large crash as the gangplank onto the ship comes crashing down on top of the granite wall, and you see Scart beginning to walk off the ship.
All right, I will cast Pass Without a Trace right now on myself, and it goes for me and my companions from a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet, and I'll choose everybody, including you, has a +10 bonus to dexterity checks, stealth, and can't be tracked except by magical means. Creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage. I'll just go ahead and do that.
What's the duration?
1 hour.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
1 hour.
Okay.
We're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
I follow
right.
Scar.
And I'll say, all right, I've cast Past Without a Trace because I named the spell, I guess. As long as you don't do anything stupid, nobody will find us. Stay close.
Anybody speak Draconic?
Yes.
You hear Scar start to bark orders to the crew that once everybody gets off that's going to fight bravely in this battle, for them to get the ship out of here. And he calls out to one of the kobolds, hold on one sec, to Shik.
Shik, I know Shik.
Which is Dave's friendly assistant that's been training him. And
Dave or Dave?
That's this one, because you weren't there when we first started.
Not other Dave, but Dave.
Yeah. Bowen, excuse me. Apparently he knows how to fly the ship a little bit, so he tells him to get the ship out of there and to come back when they receive his signal.
After he's done finishing those orders, I'll speak to him in Draconic and say that's a smart move.
Yeah. I'm a good captain. What can I say?
Yeah.
Been waiting for this position. Never gave it to me.
Sometimes you just need an opening to move into.
What's that?
Independence Day.
All right. So we're on top of this wall.
Yep, you are now on top of this wall.
How do we get down? Is there a way down? We can see down.
Clearly, on the inside,
There's always
there's
a way
stairs
down.
going up to the wall.
I'm sorry, I kind of missed. We're on a wall near the entrance.
The courtyard. So the outlying area that protects the courtyard, basically.
Okay, so we all have to move as a team within 30 feet of him. So
Right.
And yeah.
So
So
what do
we'll
you want to do?
just stay
So,
close.
Scar's just walking.
I will.
Yeah, whatever.
I will stay close to Scar since I have.
Keep up with your Lord and Savior Scar.
Yeah.
Let's all just keep up with him then. Let's go.
Did you swear allegiance to him?
I have to swear
Is he leading in front of all of us?
I did. Right. Yeah.
Wait, allegiance?
Allegiance.
Fealty.
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 Even,
So
They are
much
servants
worse.
of Scar.
even better?
Did you kind of catch what happened there from last time?
Amidst the throwing up, I think I got a good picture.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I will follow Scar as long as he doesn't do anything stupid into the courtyard.
And true to form, this appears to be like the bravest kobold that you've ever seen. He's leading the way. He doesn't appear scared at all. He's just... He looks like a dragon slayer as he struts.
Night,
That's just the way it
Wessica.
Wonderful.
He's a pathological liar. To
Right.
the point where he believes his
He's a
own lie.
sociopath, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys, you walk. You guys are get down the stairs and into the courtyard amongst the trees.
Cool.
You hear birds chirping. It's not like the still quiet of imminent death. Appears to be a place that
Yet.
animals live.
Are there any like larger birds, like a raven or anything of that sort?
There's some ravens. Sure.
If I see a raven, I want to cast Speak with Animals on them and have a chat.
Okay. What do you want to say?
So I will say, do you know anything about the blue light coming from this castle?
No! No!
Does anyone live here?
No! No!
Are there any creatures here aside from birds?
Yes!
Can you tell me anything about them?
No!
Are they large?
Yes!
Are they dangerous?
Yes!
Do they have big, long teeth?
No!
Try asking a question that's not yes or no.
I think he chose the
See
wrong
what
animal.
happens.
Playing his game, man.
That's right. What you described said.
Should we leave?
Who owns this castle?
It's the best way to.
You see his little head just kind of turn into red mist as he starts to fall to the ground.
You killed it.
What? Someone sniped the bird? Whoa.
I turn to the others and say, that raven has told me that there are dangerous creatures here, but can't tell me anything about who owns this
About
place, and is now dead.
Now he's dead.
How
So
did
I
it
suppose
die?
there's-
It is a bird.
Yeah. How did he die?
Its head just exploded,
Got
so I'm guessing there's something magical going on here.
What's your
ARs
speak
are
with
not my
animals?
thing.
What's your speak with animals duration?
10 minutes? 10 minutes.
You want to see if another bird bites the dust?
Is there another?
No.
Is there another raven?
You don't see any other ravens after that one's head exploded. They all kind of flew off. But there is like a hawk in the area that's now kind of circling where the corpse of the raven is.
I'll see if I can.
There's always
Bribe
a
him.
raven in the area.
I'll give you this raven.
Okay. I'll try to get the hawk's attention.
Like he's high up there.
Yeah. There's not a range on this spell that I can see.
It's just within earshot. But
You want me
if
to
you want
fly
to
up there and chase him down?
increase earshot, you're gonna have to yell. I'm just saying. Like if you're just talking, he's not gonna.
Maybe
hear
don't yell.
Yeah.
Yell from our invisible.
You're right.
He's like, who's saying that?
Right.
I'm gonna pass on that. I'm gonna pass for now.
So what are the dimensions of this Tower of Light? Are we talking like a little lightsaber going up in the air? Are we talking a...
It's well, the tower itself is about half a mile wide.
Right.
And it's probably 500 meters in diameter, going into outer space.
Right. So what is that in American?
500 meters.
500 meters.
1,500 feet.
yards. Is that acceptable?
An American.
Sorry.
1,500 feet, roughly.
3
little
foot,
less
5
than a
football
mile.
fields.
That's
And then the
almost a mile.
Tower of Light is that wide.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So we're approaching it, or are we?
No, you're
almost-
approaching it. It's coming from
How
the
far
center of the tower.
away from it are we?
You guys are in the courtyard, and so getting into the building is probably about a quarter mile, and then to the center of the building, you would assume another quarter mile.
Okay.
Okay, so we're at least a third of a mile out from the edge of the light.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna start looking around for tracks on the ground, any signs of life of like animals that I would recognize.
Okay.
So-
Give me a survival check.
That is 16.
16. You see tracks of animals. You see some deer tracks. You see a dead bird with its head exploded. You see some rabbit tracks. Just your basic stuff.
Okay.
Basic animalia tracks.
Is there any writing and stuff on the
Immediately
walls
realized
anywhere?
You guys aren't quite
happening
up to
and
the
why it would
wall.
bug you.
Just like on the wall. Is that what you're
Or
asking? that
anywhere.
You guys got out?
Yeah.
No. Everything appears to be perfectly smooth and made. Each portion appears to be made out of a single stone.
Oh, okay.
So like the walls, one stone.
Wow.
The turrets, one stone each, and the tower itself, one stone.
I'm looking at Okami. Do I see any black marks on him?
Yeah.
I tell him I like your tattoo.
It's also moving.
Yeah. It's like
Rorschach.
Cool tattoo.
It's a magic tattoo.
I like your tattoo.
Thanks.
Well, let's say we just start walking toward that there light.
How do we get inside?
You guys saw doors.
Just
Oh,
gonna-
openings, not
We're
doors.
just gonna walk through a door. Is that our plan?
Yeah, remember the last time we tried to walk into a dark cave with?
There's
you know?
0 windows, like perfectly smooth tower.
Weird.
All right. Who,
Is there any light inside the tower?
You haven't been inside the tower.
what if we assume a defensive formation around the door, and one person opens the door, and
I misspoke. There's no door. It's just like a large opening.
It's an opening.
Yeah.
Is there any
So we
light
can-
coming from
Yeah,
the opening?
that's my question. Is there any light emanating from the doorway?
There's nothing shining out of the doorway.
Okay.
You guys
I'd say-
want to try sneaking up to the door and just kind of look around, see if there's anything inside or anything?
Sounds
I don't
good.
yeah, let's
think
just
there's much
approach-
around. I
let's
think
approach the doorway.
Rothgar's getting bored and he's starting
Yeah.
to tromp a little bit as he's walking and maybe making a little bit more noise.
we should make our way to the
Try to
edge
make more
of
noise.
the
Like
light.
each stomp is just like. And I think that would almost make you more angry.
Right.
It's like you're trying to be loud and you're still just quiet.
It's that spell.
We should.
He's just festering for now.
Gwenthiel is getting upset with the Minotaur because he's being so loud, trying to be so loud.
We should make our
He's
way to
pouting
the
is
light.
What he's doing.
Scar hasn't stopped walking.
But she's pissed
Yeah.
at the world.
Follow Scar.
The Scar, you walk
He's
into the
just
light.
leading the way. Yeah, he's walking towards
I'm
the
right
light.
behind Scar because
I guess
what if he needs me?
Yeah, yeah.
I guess let's keep on. Let's just keep on walking then. Let's just keep on doing it.
Alright.
As a druid, would I notice anything in this area? I don't know what I would.
Like what?
I don't know. Like
It appears to be a forest.
just a forest.
Yeah, there's trees,
Druidy.
there's animals. There's nothing weird about this at all. It doesn't feel strange. It's just
Okay.
a forest.
I say we go to the light.
Yeah, I think it's what we're doing anyway.
That's where Scar's walking.
So it appears. Yeah, let's keep on walking.
Okay, you guys walk for about 5 more minutes, and you finally come to like the edge of this wall, basically, and take a look in, and you can see a familiar sight. You see the carts of the menagerie. They're empty. But
Yeah.
you do see the carts inside there. The elephants that pull them are nowhere to be found, but you see they came through the gate that you guys kind of didn't come from, and you can see tire tracks leading. You see trees kind of chopped down and stuff. You see like a little pathway that they had made. Yeah, and you see the carts sitting right there.
I want to
Let's
pick
go
up
loot
a,
them.
I want to pick up a small stone. Is there like a gateway there? Is there like an entryway there?
It's just a huge entryway, like
Just a huge
20
entryway?
feet tall, or like 30 feet tall, and
Okay.
20 foot wide.
I'm gonna pick up a little stone and just kind of toss it through, to see if anything happens.
It doesn't disappear this time.
It does not disappear.
Just
That's
a
good.
doorway.
This,
You toss it in the doorway or the light?
it's a
The
doorway
light's on the top, right?
Well, the light's coming from inside of the tower. You don't know anything
Oh,
else.
okay,
It's
okay.
not
into. Okay, but
at the out.
but
It's
the
not the
menagerie is
diameter.
inside the.
So we're
temple.
not to the light yet.
Correct. You're
Okay.
at the
Oh,
entrance
okay.
to the
Okay.
castle.
Gotcha.
And we
Okay.
can't see the light inside.
No, you cannot.
Oh.
But it's
Just
dark
above.
inside.
It's dark inside. Yes.
Alright, I'll find
But we
out.
see the menagerie inside, or
You
just
see the carts.
the carts of the
Nothing else.
menagerie inside.
Yeah, you're staring
Yeah.
at the back of a menagerie cart. You see
Does
the
the
tire.
darkness inside the castle look abnormal, or just like it's a dark inside?
It's dark inside.
Okay.
Can I see anything with dark vision? Anything extra?
Yeah, you can see the back of a cart.
More carts. Okay. Awesome.
You see carts. You don't see any elephants.
Nice.
Alright.
I don't know if I could be any more
Go.
descriptive. You see a hallway. Along the walls there's perfectly smooth marble, like the rest of the building. You see a wood cart with metal tires. Whatever was pulling said cart, however, appears to be missing. You think in your mind, what could pull such a large cart? As
'Cause
people
I have no idea there's
begin to
elephants.
converse about the elephants missing.
Okay.
Let's go inside.
This seems like a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap!
What does the layout of this room look like?
It's a giant hallway.
It's like a.
Okay,
So what do we see?
it's-
Okay.
No.
So you see this
I got it.
this wooden cart, right? It's got metal tires on it,
So
it's blocking a good portion of the hallway because the carts themselves were about 15 feet wide and about 10 feet, and then the aquariums were even taller than that. And so you see the back of a cart with metal tires.
So it's like a hallway, not like a giant open half-mile room.
Yes, you see a hallway with smooth walls, and you look at the back of the cart.
All right.
Now,
we're going
does
in.
the cart have like a license plate or anything?
We're sneaking.
I'd like to roll a perception
Does the
check.
cart have
Stay-
a
It just
name?
says
Fritz.
R.I.P.
the registration is expired. Okay.
How much time is left on the cloak of invisibility?
It took you guys like 15 minutes to walk there.
45 minutes.
All right.
You guys were messing around with the bird.
Let's go. Stay
And
close,
the kobold's
everybody.
Small, so
Are we
you walk
gonna-
a little slower.
Do we have to sneak,
We're
or are
we
we
still have
automatically?
to walk.
I know,
It's
but
plus 10
I'm
to
a
stealth,
sneaky
so.
snake.
we're
Yeah,
not currently.
So we got
stealthy.
45 minutes left of his stuff.
Right, but
Yeah.
we're not currently being stealthy.
I mean, we weren't trying. I did warn everybody not draw attention, but he's starting to get antsy.
So
But it
should
would be
we?
worth, yes.
Should we try
Right.
to be stealthy?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
It doesn't hurt us.
I think we should.
Okay.
It never goes
Check
wrong when you guys roll when the GM doesn't tell you to, right? Never goes wrong. There's never a
No.
one rolled or anything like that.
So we're going to
In this group,
proceed.
no.
We're gonna proceed stealthily,
Okay.
and you can tell us to roll when
Okay,
when
cool.
when you
Yep.
like.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, cool.
All right.
So you guys, do you want to walk into this hallway with the carts?
Yeah.
No,
Stealthily.
I don't want to.
I'd like to investigate the
Because
cart
it's a
and see
trap.
if there's anything inside of it.
Let's just do
Okay. Yeah, it's
But-
it's a wood cart.
This is how we.
There's metal tires on it.
Sounds
It doesn't
familiar.
have a
Are we
covering?
near the cart?
No, it's
What?
just an open cart.
Are we near the
Okay.
cart?
Huh?
I
Are we
don't.
near the cart?
Yeah, you're near
yeah,
the cart.
So Rothgar jumps on the cart and smashes it to bits.
Okay.
That's what just happened.
You do it, but it's just so quiet.
You very
As you're
sneakily.
crashing into this metal. It's just like, ting, 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 and it's not even reverberating. It's
Okay.
just like,
Rothgar throws both of the wagon wheels beyond us in frustration.
they just like plop into the dirt, just like, and then just stand there. Doesn't seem that you can make a noise.
So he's gonna run up to them and hit them again with the hammer because
Yeah,
they didn't make
yeah.
a
You
noise.
just keep going, and it's just, it's soft.
I
It's like you're
assume.
hitting Play-Doh.
Are you done?
I assume Scar is just walking.
I just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure
he just keeps-
you got out what you
I'm
needed
just
to.
gonna
He's gonna
keep.
go kill every single thing
I'll just keep
inside this
pace
castle,
with him.
Now we're
except for you guys.
now are most of us, aside from our two new guys, are we aware of that letter that gosh, who was it?
Prickabee.
Found it. Prickabee found.
No,
None of us are aware of that. That
No.
never.
That never happened.
that never permeated through anybody else's consciousness.
Damn, I thought it did.
That was Prickabee's knowledge, and he
And he
He
died
took it to
before.
the
Died with him. He
Yeah,
took it to the
Prickabee.
grave.
Well, then never
He
mind.
took it into a witch's house
Let's
and
just
then
keep
killed
on
himself.
Hag.
A hag, my bad. He took it into a hag's house and killed himself.
That's right.
Boiled in a pot.
He's
Yeah.
delicious.
So sneaky.
So here we go.
Yep. Let's keep on walking.
Where's our fearless leader at this point?
He's walking.
He's at the
He's
head of
already in the
the
tunnel.
head of the column.
All
He
right,
didn't even stop when he came to the tunnel.
Right
to
behind him.
examine the carts and tires.
I'm right behind him.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to stay close, I guess.
Yeah, you guys just pass through like a line of carts. There's nothing really to be seen. They're all just wooden carts. They appear to be completely
cattle
stripped
to the
down.
slaughter.
And
Metal
just lay
wheels?
there.
Strip
Metal
them
wheels.
down.
Some of them do have cages. You would remember as the prisoner transports that you had seen previously, or an animal transport, stuff like that. The aquarium one sadly is not there with the killer whale because it died.
Rothgar is smashing the right wheel of every single cart he walks by.
It's just super quiet. Give me a strength check.
He's just
5 plus 4, 9.
Okay. Yeah, you
You sprained your wrist.
hit it, and you hear kind of the shaft of your axe crack a little bit.
Oops.
Just a little bit. This metal on metal contact is wearing on the wooden shaft
Yeah.
of the axe.
Oh well.
But it was nice a little bit because that actually made noise.
Yeah. That felt good.
that kind of reverberated a little bit.
Rothgar.
I'd like to ask one of the humans with, well, I'll just turn, hey, Okami, Have you noticed how quiet it is around here? Try clapping your hands. See if that makes any noise.
I will clap my hands.
It's muffled. It's like a golf clap. Like that.
Yes, that's really odd.
We're all just testing the limit of this spell. That's all we're doing. We're like, hey.
Oh, there it is.
That's not a die.
I attempt to screech as loud as
Get it.
I possibly can.
It's quieter. It's like you're talking in a little bit elevated voice, kind of like this. But it does echo just a smidgen.
I just roll my eyes at everybody.
But we're still walking.
Yeah, Scar hasn't stopped. He's probably a little bit, as you guys are examining the carts, he's probably a decent way in front of you guys.
How many feet ahead of us is he?
Probably like 50 feet.
Okay.
Well, he's
marching.
Yeah, he's not within cover, is
I'll
he?
jog to catch up.
Okay. I mean, he's a kobold walking, so he's not extremely fast.
Right.
But yeah, you guys walk for this hallway unless there's any more examination of the carts.
Can we go back and check the cart?
Yeah, have fun.
Shut up.
Rothgar slaps him on the back of the head.
That
Yeah.
kills him.
So you guys walk down the hallway a little bit, and then it starts to branch off, like different hallways going into other location, and then finally the hallway that you're in comes to a stop, and you see you could either go left or right.
Do I recognize the architecture within this hallway?
It looks there is very faint writing in the stone, as if it took incredible effort to carve in, but it's very clearly giant. Once again.
Okay.
What's it
And
say?
everything around here is large.
What's it say?
Do you know giant?
Yes.
Okay. It says.
Oh yeah, me too.
All who shall enter here
No,
shall
nothing
die.
ominous like that.
Cart
It
parking.
says- a couple of them say like, "Welcome to Castle Hartwick," stuff like that. Just some pleasant greetings of a time where giants weren't so archaic.
I say out loud, Castle Hartwick.
I
Do
know
any
anything
of
about
us
Castle
recognize that?
No, you
Do
guys
I-
doesn't really.
Does
Ring
the
a
name
bell.
Hartwick ring a bell?
Heartwork doesn't ring a bell at all.
What did you say?
Hardwick.
Hartwick.
Hartwick.
Sure, you haven't rolled yet. You can give me a. Since you're a Goliath, I'll allow it.
Yes. What am I? It's history or?
Yeah, history.
I mean, wait, anything but history.
Too late.
It would be history.
14.
You
Negative
know
one.
that before the long battle between the storm giants and the rest of their giants, when they tried to claim dominance over, and actually won dominance over all the other giant species, that this used to be a place of business, of wealth for the giants, where they could live kind of amongst each other, and was a thriving community at one time. Welcome to outsiders as well.
I don't feel like any of that is relevant, so I probably don't really say anything.
Very good.
Okay, so left or right?
I vote
Left. Left.
Let me consult my.
As you guys start
D&D
talking
group
about
one
it,
chat.
Scar just makes a right hand turn and just continues on.
Well, I guess I'm going right.
He's charging. He wants to kill whatever's in here and get out of this place.
Yeah, piss on it. Or go right. I go right.
Yeah. Follow Scar. Follow Scar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scar went right.
Who's coming left with
Alright.
me?
I'll go
Is there,
right.
anything I can see left or right?
Have fun with that.
There's
Anything
more
distinguishable?
paths. It looks as if everything's been even. Like whenever there's a little hall on your left, there's a hall on your right. It appears to be
Symmetrical.
geometric. Yeah.
I'd like
There's at least
to
one axis of
spend-
symmetry.
I go right too.
I'd like to spend like 30 seconds scouting the left to see if I notice anything noticeable.
So you're in a hallway, right? There's these really smooth white walls. There's hallways going left and right.
Are there any
every
carts?
once in a while?
Okay,
You
so-
pass the carts. There's no carts.
So I'm just gonna slide down the hallway and look left and right through the openings and see if I see anything more than just
Yeah.
rocks
You
and
look
empty
left,
rooms.
and it appears to be an empty room, and you look right, and you see a hallway. Like another hallway going more towards the middle.
Okay, then
It's a giant hallway.
seeing
And at
nothing.
the end of that hallway, you do see blue light.
Okay, and then I hightail it back to where everyone else went right.
Yeah, they're about at the same part that you would have been going left, and they're at that hallway, and they're
Doesn't
looking
matter. They both
down
go.
it, and they also see the blue light.
Blue light.
Okay, I just report that you can see the same blue light from the other direction too.
Is the blue light emanating from a larger chamber?
You see a hallway with a blue light in it.
Okay.
We walk into the light, man.
Scar's walking towards
Walk
it.
towards
Go
it.
towards the
Go.
light.
Why I didn't do it? Yeah.
In the light.
I'm gonna warn Scar. Be careful. We don't know who or what might be in here. Just keep yourself alive.
Don't you worry about me. Not a big deal. I'll kill everything in here by myself. You guys can go back to the ship. I slayed a dragon. Did you know that?
I have heard that before.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wait, so people actually slayed the dragon, are still just.
No, Scar slayed the dragon.
Oh yeah, yes.
I'm just chuckling every time he says it. That's all that matters.
Single-handedly, I assume.
Yes. Oh yes.
And so you guys come up to the blue light.
Yeah, we do.
Do you guys do anything?
So we're on the edge of it now?
Yeah, pretty close to it.
I get my
Throw a
hand
rock.
really
Throw a
close.
rock.
Like
I find.
This
I look
close to
around,
the
find a
beam.
rock.
So,
Is there a
so
rock?
it's like a barrier of light. Like it's like a wall of light.
beam.
It's like, imagine the Stargate.
Okay.
And put the
Yeah, yeah.
Stargate as like a giant cylinder going straight up.
I
That's
find a
kinda
rock
what
and
it
toss
looks
it in.
like.
I just watch the kobold to see what happens when he goes through the
Okay.
light.
Yeah, you stop, look around for a rock, toss it, and right as you toss it, like Scars at the blue, and you see him fade through it.
Phase through it.
I follow Scar.
I go in the light.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
F it.
We
This
got-
is how we die.
We got 3 in the light. Anybody else going?
Let's do this.
Scar went through.
Scar went through?
Scar, Okami,
Everybody
and
in
the
Bobo,
light.
and all went through.
You don't see him. Like, he disappeared in the light.
I'll draw my short swords and step through.
I stick my arm through. Does it feel any different?
No.
Alright.
But as you try and pull your arm back, it won't come back.
I don't try to pull. As soon as I don't feel like I'm dying, I just keep going.
Yeah. Kind of sucks you through a little bit. Like there's a
Did you
pressure
come through?
differential, and you feel like you're getting pushed through.
Did you come through?
When you put part of your body through a portal, never try
Or you
to pull it
hesitated?
back out. That's a moral.
Can
That's
I
like,
look around? Do I see anything?
Yeah, you see a portal. You see a hallway, right? The walls are really smooth. They're white, right? It's
there's a
not very
portal
well lit
and the
here.
way you
Fine.
came.
I'm just going into the
Mainlining
light.
this
Granite
whole
isn't
situation.
white.
Let's
He's
go
right.
to the
There's
white.
there's no
Yeah,
shinies.
Yep, going
It's
into the
just
light.
strategy to get your.
In Dungeons and
Team
Dragons, there's white granite.
Okay.
It's not all just gray.
Yep, I'm in the light.
Let's do it.
Sounds everybody.
Bonsai.
Throw on the light.
Yeah.
Waiting for the
I wanna
jump
be in
through
the light.
Yep, with Scar, with how much?
I'm no stranger to portals to other places.
How much invisibility time's left?
I start humming
about 30
into the
minutes.
light by DC Talk.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys
picking that up.
walk through the light as everybody pops through. Your
Everyone
eyes
roll
just see
initiative.
you're still in the hallway. Nothing's really changed. You turn around. The blue light doesn't exist. It just appears black behind you.
Like opaque.
Black.
Like black.
Like we can't. Okay.
Like you can't see anything. It's
Like
just
Bowen's
a
soul?
black wall.
Can we?
Okay.
I'd like to press against the blackness and.
Okay. Yeah, it feels solid. Your hand won't go through it.
Okay.
Trap.
That was a one-way ticket.
Well,
All
I
right.
guess we keep going.
Some more hallway.
Following
Yeah,
following
hallway.
Go
Scar.
down the hallway.
Fall Scar.
Yeah. Now that you're through the light, it is pitch black in here. Like there's no light emanating. You can't tell that the walls are white anymore. It's
Crap.
just black. Blacker than Vanta black.
Does it affect dark vision?
Hmm?
Like, is it
Yeah.
affecting
like
dark
vision?
vision?
Isn't really dark vision. It's more like dim vision.
Okay.
And yeah, so even dark vision, you can't see a thing in here.
Okay.
take my staff, take the top of it, cast light on it.
You cast light and nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Oh, that's really not
It's
good.
magical darkness.
It's very powerful magical darkness.
So we're just pitch black. We can't even see each other or anything.
Correct.
Let's,
Hey, should we hold hands?
is anyone there?
No.
I can't
Okay.
see. Hey guys.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah,
Hey, cool.
this way.
Who
Come
am I,
on.
who am I
Put your
touching?
hand against the wall.
Keep going.
All right.
Follow my voice.
Yeah.
I'll get us out of here safely.
That's
Don't
e-
worry. Scar's here. Everybody.
That's easy to do.
Scar's here.
I'll follow him.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Come on. Where are we going?
Let's do it.
Get there.
You also notice things are making noise again. Like you're trying to stomp and you're stomping. There's no more muffledness of
Stop
quiet.
stomping.
Magic's not working.
All of you, just be quiet.
I've reduced from stomping to normal walking, but not being careful.
It is now at
how we
this
get
point
killed.
that I would like everybody to give me a stealth check, please. Without your plus 10.
Without them.
Without, are you sure?
Let me check.
He's like, let me
The
check.
book
Yes.
says yes.
The book says yes.
Weird.
Watch. He's.
See?
Okay.
Damn.
Thank you.
You can't argue with that.
Oh, no tienes.
Got an
With a
11.
lapis?
Una lápiz.
I'm at an 11.
Help
Yeah.
yourself.
Ah,
18.
10.
20.
15.
15.
9.
You guys start. You
That's
hunch
under
down.
10.
You guys slowly start to meander. You hear Scar every once in a while. Oh, I should probably roll stealth.
Scar's probably.
Oh, you hear him. He's loud.
Oh, Scar.
Like he's like, come on,
That
guys.
that
Give me a
lovable
sec. Don't
crazy
worry.
captain of ours.
Just keep your hand on the wall. Follow my voice. Come on, guys. This way. Come on. What are you afraid of?
The dark.
I'm the scariest thing in here.
Nice.
Keep going.
Darkness.
Okay. Yeah, you guys keep going for a while. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You feel your hand. You kind of every once in a while you come to like what feels to be an entryway, but before you ever get there, Scar tells you about it. He tells you to just keep going straight. Keep going straight. You peer.
Can you actually see Scar?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
But you are walking towards the middle when you enter this hallway, and you haven't changed directions. So I think he's just going on that logic.
Walking
is
in the middle.
just keep going towards the middle. And so that's the way that he's following. Would anybody like to do anything else? Try anything else on your guys' journey to eternity?
I just want to get there.
Yeah.
Tails, just keep
At
walking.
this point,
Yeah, yeah.
got nothing.
You guys start to hear some things in the distance, and you actually do see some source of light in front of you.
What color is it? Just light?
Blue.
That's blue.
It's blue. Definitely blue.
Hey, there's a blue light.
Yeah, guys, come on. No big deal. Let's go
Yeah.
kill him.
Let's go
Love
kill
it.
him.
Let's go kill him.
Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah.
Now you're talking.
Correct.
And we're walking.
Does nobody in our party have
No.
No.
the,
Detect traps,
Detect
maybe?
magic?
Yeah, that's why you didn't
Detect-
get the
I have a
plus 10
detect
when you rolled
magic.
the
Detect
stealth
good and evil?
I
Maybe-
have a feeling
maybe
that
it
would
would
go
be-
something like this. You detect lots of magic all around you.
Yeah.
Maybe that might
check.
be.
Is somebody
good
detecting
to
magic?
try.
No.
No.
Just ask if someone could.
No.
There is the ability to within the party.
Yes.
Would that
Would
not
you not?
be used?
Wonder who they
I don't
are.
know if it would be worth
not
it
me.
at this point.
I don't think it'd be worth it. You never helped me out. Not once.
No? Nobody's doing it? You guys are just walking?
I think until we get closer to something.
Yeah, Scar finally does stop. Kind of still in dim light, but you could see what appears to be each hallway appears to be going into this room. You're assuming that you're in the middle of whatever's going on. You see through the hallway, not too much. You see a platform, or kind of a platform directly in front of you that the hallway leads out onto. You then see a black abyss and then enter a platform with some sort of sheeny bubble around the outside of it. And you see one person back towards you
It's a
with their
species of
hand
elf.
out, and they are casting into that bubble.
Ooh.
Solnar, give me
They're
a
casting magic.
into it, but you see it hitting the bubble wall.
Okay.
Give me a history check.
2.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a pretty cool thing. It's shiny.
That looks cool.
It's
Like,
pretty
you're not-
shiny.
You're not confounded by it, but you don't really know what's going on.
Thank you.
You think there's something in your past that you remember about this, but as you dig through your archives, you can't get there.
Do we recognize the people casting?
It's a
person.
hooded figure not facing you. So no.
Does it appear threatening to us?
It's a hooded figure not looking
No.
at you.
How
Jump
far?
decide
How
if
far
that's
away?
threatening or
It's
not.
just one.
All you can see is one. Like, you just have this narrow. There's still like a couple hundred yards
Yeah,
to the end
right.
of the hallway, and then into the room.
Now I feel like it's time for somebody to go look around.
Yeah.
See if they can see something else.
I'll go. I'll be stealthy.
Are you sneaky?
Yeah.
I'll
Are
have a look
you-
too.
Flipper.
But are you going as Solnar, or are you going as like
You don't get to roll
Arachnid
until he tells
Solnar,
you.
or
What do you mean as Solnar
Are
or
you
as somebody?
changing
Do you
to
want-
are
You
you
change it to
changing
a
into anything?
spider or something?
No, I'm going as Solnar.
Okay, cool. What'd you roll?
That was 12.
12 total?
I just
Okay.
want to
Cool.
take my bow out and fire an arrow at the.
That's a bad plan.
What
Which
if
way?
it's
did
Oh, wait,
somebody
is
trying
that
to
plus-
protect or shield?
No. Which
Oh.
way did you go?
Plus 10, 12.
So you guys are
Never
still
know.
like
It
a couple
rarely
hundred yards
is.
in the hall.
Okay.
Oh, that's over?
In the hall.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
still
it's
okay.
Okay.
Plus
Okay.
I'll
Cool.
go with Solnar and try to check it out, and I will try to be as stealthy as I can.
Let's all go.
Okay.
You want me to roll?
What is
Sure,
what
yeah.
is Scar doing right now?
He actually did stop. And
Oh,
he
okay.
seems to be sizing his enemies
21.
up. You see him kind of licking his lips every once in a while, getting excited. You see his crazy eyes start going. Yeah, 21.
Plus
Okay.
7.
Yeah. All right. You guys walk out there, and as your vision, as you get further down the hallway and your vision kind of expands, you do see that this is some sort of sphere that is holding whatever this used to be. It appears to be some sort of altar or throne or something like that. In midair, the about 10 feet between that little circle and the platform that you can walk on appears to just be a void of space. Nothing there. And so it appears to be their magic power that's holding this. You see a portal on the inside, and every once in a while you see normally an orc, sometimes something else, walk out. You see a person in the middle laying the person down on the altar and stabbing them to death. And as they die, you see a flash of blue light and kind of go off into the distance and up this blue pillar, basically, that you guys are existing in.
So the two of you see that?
Yep, that's what they see.
You said there's
in
a
the
10-foot gap.
Yep.
Okay.
You see 6 people in total casting into this sphere that's supporting what appears to be this altar in the middle of the room.
So there's 6 people casting a sphere that's supporting an altar with a portal where creatures come out and get sacrificed
By one person, yeah.
by one person.
By creatures, you mean?
Orcs, sometimes other people, stuff like that.
This must be happening pretty quickly then.
So it must be.
Normally there's some resistance with all of the orcs. Like they might be not have any weapons, but they're still trying to resist because they know it's coming and stuff. But whoever is in the middle appears to be, once they're enter through the portal strong enough to overcome them and then lay them on the altar and kill them. However, once they are dead, after you watch long enough, after about 10 seconds, the body starts to glow blue in a familiar glow, and they reanimate back to life and go back through the portal.
So there's
Reanimate.
one person on the platform. There's 6 around.
Yep.
Okay.
That appear to be casting this spell in order to hold that
Right.
sphere up. Give me one more history check. Something's really gnawing at your brain.
Are there any
Just
cards?
him?
Yep, just him. He would have the only.
14.
Sort of okay. You remember this? What this magic spell
Comes
that
to you
you're
in a
casting
rush.
is?
Yeah.
Finally, it is a mythal.
Mythal.
It used to be the king's sword in the castle that it was located in your home was protected by a mythal. It's impervious magic. Basically, nothing can get through it until specific requirements are met in order to pass through the wall.
Do I
It
remember
doesn't
these?
destroy magic on the inside. That's why you assume that they probably have this portal on the inside, but nothing can transfer between both sides. So you know that
So we can't
whatever's
shoot a
in
spell
there,
through the portal.
correct, and
Okay.
whoever's in there also cannot shoot anything out at you.
Okay. Do I remember the requirements?
Each mythal is created differently.
Okay.
And so there's different requirements for each mythal.
Okay. So
And I got no clue what's going. What
No,
about this.
you've never seen
are
it.
we
Alright.
close as we're sneaking?
Yeah, you guys are still in the
Okay,
hall.
so
You
I
haven't
relay
entered the
that
room yet.
to
Okay,
you
'cause
as
I was gonna
I
say, okay.
remember.
What is this? Have you
Blah, blah,
seen
blah.
this before? A mythal. Cool.
The others need to know. So I head back
Right.
to the others and relay that information.
Mm-hmm. I'll go back.
So nothing can get through.
I'll stay a little bit longer and just watch.
Why don't we just
Okay.
Yeah, you just
kill
keep seeing people
all
killed.
the guys out there that are killing people? This is terrible. We need to.
So if
destroy
We don't
them.
know
if
that
we can
yet.
take out,
We don't know that yet.
Yeah, you're
do
a bit
I
too far to
know?
really see that
Am
going
I assuming if we take out one of the six, that will weaken, if not destroy, the sphere that's holding everything up?
You assume at a point they won't be able to sustain the spell, but they're probably just using the amount of people that make it easy in order to cast this spell. As each one falls, it'll get harder
Yeah.
up until a point where they wouldn't be able to sustain the spell.
So
You know, true mythals, you don't need somebody to sustain. Like it's a spell that you cast once. It normally requires the sacrifice of your life in order to create a mythal
Mhm.
like that, and then they can't be broken after
Okay.
that, basically.
so the spell, the platform they're holding up is probably what the people are holding up. It's not the portal.
It does appear that way, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means.
So-
What are your thoughts?
Are you still observing, or are you relaying the stuff?
I'm relaying. I came back to relay this information.
Are you back in relaying?
No,
this?
I stayed there to kind of watch for a little
Observe.
bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I put my hand on my sword and I say, "We have to stop whatever's happening as soon as possible.
I pull my
The longer
bow
we
out
wait,
and head
the
toward
more
the
damage
sphere.
it can potentially
We need
do."
to take
And
out-
so I
lets
take
out
a step.
bellow
I take a step forward. And
and his draconic, and then begins to run.
Who does this?
Scar.
Scar.
Leroy!
take out
Follow
the
with my bow out.
take out the platform. The one's holding the platform.
And he's not very fast. Like he's a kobold, but he's going as fast as his little legs could take him.
I charge with him.
I'm picturing the scene from
Can I-
Lord of the Rings when the hobbits run out in front and then everybody
Yeah.
just like overwhelms them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, kind of, basically that. Is everybody charging?
Yeah.
Uh,
I am.
Yeah.
I will wait till Scar has just cast me, and if you'll allow it, then I will cast Firebolt right there, just like
On
before.
Scar?
No, on one of the on the closest of the 6 people holding the energizing the mythal or whatever.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Why are we not talking to them and asking what they're doing?
Energize. So they're killing people.
They're killing people. They're killing the people from the menagerie.
Minotaur
We're gonna kill some
barbarian
people
wants to talk to people.
That are killing people.
That's right.
Clearly, the orcs are from the menagerie.
He doesn't know about the menagerie.
Well, you don't know about the menagerie, but
Well, he relayed to us,
I
what
have
this
no
thing
idea
is and what
what's
they're
going
basically
on.
doing.
But if a kobold that killed a dragon is charging,
I have motivations to want to stop this.
Yep.
Yeah.
I say let's do it. So I will cast Firebolt on the closest of the 6.
Firebolt or fireball?
Firebolt.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, the one basically directly at the end of the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And that's 2 plus 2.
Yeah, you let a firebolt go, and it's just raging at this non-moving target, and you see him kind of sneeze, like a little bit. And it just goes directly over his head and
Sweet.
into the mythal, basically. And kind of radiates around the mythal as the fire engulfs it, but it doesn't do anything to it at all. At this point, everybody roll initiative.
There goes up our
Oh my gosh, seriously? Alright.
Are you keeping track of this, Never?
Mm-hmm.
You got it?
I don't see
Okay.
initiative. Do I have any initiative?
Or are they?
Oh.
Yeah, but
It'll
you
say
don't, we don't.
up on the top. Initiative.
No, I didn't say at the top. +1. So whatever you rolled +1 right there.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Still learning
Could be
every
worse.
day, don't you?
Barely.
You'd be alright.
You're a generous and kind person.
You get to reroll ones.
Could be
No.
worse.
I myself
Pretty much as
am
bad as it
extremely
gets.
humble.
Actually, I don't think
Okay,
you get to reroll.
uh,
Most person I know.
20 and up. What you got?
21.
Did you crit?
No.
Okay.
It's funny. I preempt the fight.
15 and up.
Nope.
15 and up? What'd you roll?
You're probably so shaken up
Well-
that you just completely missed it.
It kind of makes sense though. I said I would wait till Scar ran past me.
That's
Really
bad.
fast.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Who's 10
Yeah.
and up?
Me.
What do we got?
14.
14, 13, 10.
10.
Okay.
I bet I rolled worse than you.
I don't know. I mean, my
It's a 1 in
dexterity
20.
modifier is better.
It's a 1 in
than yours,
20%.
probably.
His dexterity modifier is +7.
Your dexterity
5 and
modifier
up.
is
5 and
+7.
up? 5 and up? 5 and up?
and up?
Yes.
5 and up?
I
Really?
rolled a 6.
5 and up?
Oh,
No.
Never
No,
mind.
Keep
stealth
going.
is +7. My dex is
the
4.
dex is +4. Okay, you just have.
6? Okami?
Oh,
Yep.
you have proficiency.
And below
I
5.
see.
It's me.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Wow.
Or 5.
Glenn.
I have a 5. Sorry.
So you rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Good old-
I know.
I rolled
right?
a 2.
I'm like, let's start this party. Oh no, I'll just sit here while everyone else does something.
Oh,
and
Well, you didn't.
You got-
You
oh,
did
my
throw a
sh-
fireball.
My
at the
shoe's
witness.
untied.
Icky. Icky.
Yes.
You're up first, sir. What would you like to do?
Alright, well, I've got my bow out, so I would like to.
How far away are they now?
You guys kind of are just running there, so you got kind of a gaggle thing going on. So there's people in front of people and stuff like that. But they are probably about 30 feet away.
Okay.
So you could get there in one turn, is what I'll say. And they're basically right at the edge. So like one step further and they're into the
Bowl
abyss.
them over. Just knock them in.
Okay, well, I'm going to fly kind of to the opening just far enough that I can kind of move to the side so that people can get by me.
Yep.
Um,
Are you going up too, or are you just getting to the side?
No, just getting to the side.
Okay.
And I'm going to fire my bow at the closest one.
Okay. Cool.
I'm assuming it's the same one he fired at.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to hit is. Sorry, I'll go back to my actions. 23 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, you hit.
And
Your arrow strikes true, and as you see it make contact, you see like the force of the mythal envelop them, and it strikes the mythal and falls to the ground. It does nothing to them.
wait. So the mythal like comes out and envelops them as the arrow is about to hit them.
Yep.
It's absorbing. You just did a physical attack?
Yes.
It did absolutely nothing.
And the mythal itself deflected my firebolt.
Also, now that you get out and kind of get to the side and are no longer in the hallway, you can see that there is something standing on the other side, on the outside of the mythal.
Something?
Humanoid form.
Like a figure.
Yep.
So inside the castle, on the other side of the mythal, not inside the mythal.
Yep.
I'm gonna.
Now, when
That's
you
not
said the
casting.
mythal absorbed his arrow, did it expand? Did the bubble expand to?
That it
Include
more
the
or less
casters?
came around him.
Oh,
I've
okay.
had 2.
Like,
like
the
an
bubble
hour
didn't
ago,
get any
so.
bigger. The mythal just
It shielded him.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
shield
Well,
protected.
I get to make a second attack.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
So I'm gonna target that humanoid across the other.
The mythal
way.
like
Absorb.
Fire
like
that dude.
shielded,
diverted.
It like reached out and projected a wall between
12.
the arrow and the caster, and so the
12.
arrow just struck the mythal.
Sec.
It just struck the caster.
That's quite a bonus on that. Nice.
No, you miss.
Okay.
We're gonna have to
And then I'm going to
straight
also
physical,
use Horde Breaker
not projectile
Okay.
or magical.
to make another attack against one of the other guys casting spells that I did fire at the first time.
Yeah,
So I
go
want
for
to
it.
see if the bubble will envelop that guy too.
Okay.
So that's 15.
15, you hit as well. But once again, the mythal comes out, and your arrow appears to strike true, but it doesn't do anything. It just falls off onto the ground.
Okay.
So
as
these were
seeing
both
my
projectile
arrows
weapons.
Yes, they're both
I
arrows.
use the bow. So seeing my arrows get enveloped, I turn back and shout, "They're protected!"
Cool. So you guys hear that?
Glad
After
I'm not
that,
the only one that.
while the person is killing everybody in the middle, he turns his head up, looks at you guys, and says, "Good. Solnar and Okami made it. I have a special present for you, gentlemen. Something to grow upon, if you will. A subject that I'm sure you'll find very taxing. Enjoy him while I finish this process."
Do I recognize the face of the individual?
Yep.
Okay.
You recognize him
I
as
will say-
Reginald the Regicide.
I do too, I am assuming.
Yep.
I'll say,
Do you remember what that employs?
yeah.
Okay.
I'll say,
That's not a thing for you to know.
Okay.
this is madness, Andral. You need to stop this.
Solnar.
How dare you speak my name?
Oh,
It's not
wait
for
a minute.
here.
Andra.
Now go feast.
Wait,
Is that one of the guys that,
That was-
chose the dark?
That was
Did
my.
you chose,
that was my
chose
old
the
character.
Destroy the
And
world
that's his
side?
turn. You see
Whoa. That was my old character from the last.
Scar continue to run up, and not dissuaded by your arrows. He figures he's much stronger than your puny arrows. He takes his sword. He has a scimitar, a nice curved kobold-style sword, and he raises it up and begins to level at the closest one casting into the mythal, and kind of whiffs. But he makes a noise like it hit when
Ching!
exactly. Yeah. He's like, "Oh, how about this?"
Yes.
Yeah, and so yeah, he just completely whiffs with his sword.
was Scar.
It is now the
Picturing Kermit the Frog.
whatever is on the other side's turn.
The thing on the other
see
side
it.
thing.
Move with unbelievable speed directly to the entry of the hallway that you are on. As soon as it stops moving, you can't really see what it is as it's moving. It stops there, and you recognize who it is. It is somebody who you've been searching for. It's Davin. Shining bright blue, as he lets out a wail as 6 tentacles come bursting out of him that appear to be created from pure whatever the blue energy is.
How did he have a whale in him?
However, he's not able to do anything else as he stands there and these tentacles kind of lash around him and screams. He doesn't appear to recognize you in any way. It's almost he's just animal rage.
Who was it that recognizes?
I did.
Okay. Because you've been looking for Devin, right?
Yeah.
And it is, in fact, now your turn, Solana.
Wow. How far away is Davin?
He's like right in front of you.
Right in front of me.
Yeah.
Wow.
He ran into the hallway with all of you.
We ran right past him if he wants to reach into this bag.
He just moves up like he did it.
Wow, that just kind of changed my whole what I was gonna do.
Nice.
A trumpet sounds.
Well,
It's gotta be.
That's Scar for you.
I guess I yell. So I recognize him as Davin.
Yes, absolutely, unmistakably down.
So I'll yell his name, and what kind of response do I get?
Except he's been fed too many green life pills.
Okay. And he's
Actually, you get kind of a smirk, and you hear this creature speak. And do you speak Abyssal?
Oh, I used to.
Imbecile?
no,
No.
Close.
I don't.
You just hear some insidious language. It doesn't even look like he's saying it. Just seems to be like seeping into your ears.
Okay.
He's the one that hears it.
Goodness. So as I guess as a bonus action, I'll cast Shillelagh on my spear,
Okay. It is now a shillelagh.
and I will. Oh, jeez. I will attempt to slash at the tentacles.
Okay. Go for it.
Doesn't anybody
So,
care that I have a finely
okay,
crafted gun
that-
pointed at this boy's head?
That's a bonus action. I guess that's a cantrip. Oh, that's a cantrip. Okay.
I can trip.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
trip, I can fall. I can freak,
So
I can
attack.
flow.
There we go.
I can
Spear.
freak and flow at the same time.
Excuse us while we get back into the flow of things. Takes us a moment.
Yeah. All right. That's a 10, 15. Is that right? 15.
That's a miss.
Of course it
You
is.
swipe out at the tentacle and you find no purchase with your shillelagh. Just the
Shillelagh.
whiff of wind. Do you let out a contact noise?
Yeah.
Anything else? No. Okay. That is your turn. Bowen, you're up.
How close am I to Davin?
You're pretty close.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah,
pretty
you
close.
guys are. He ran into the midst of you guys.
Okay. Well,
So he's just got tentacles flailing around everywhere.
that was more than That was quicker than I thought it'd get to me. Shucks.
It's quicker than everybody thought he would get.
Yeah. Yeah. You. Let's see here. Can do that. That sounds cool. I try to cast a Crown of Madness at him.
Yeah. Go for
Yeah,
it.
I'll try that. See if
Do you
that.
cast or is it a save?
It is a save.
save.
It is a save.
Yeah.
It's a Wisdom saving throw.
What's the saving throw?
Wisdom.
The AC.
DC. I'm looking for it. Trying to find it. I don't
It's
know.
right there. 14.
Yeah, right there.
Let's see what he's got. Yeah, he's good.
He's good.
As you try to put that crown of madness upon his head, he says, "Oh ho ho, not I. I am no king." He doesn't actually say.
What did you try to put on this thing?
Crown of Madness.
Might be mad.
That'd have been cool.
Yeah.
That'd have been real handy.
Yeah.
Oh well. I don't think I have anything else I can do for him. I can't remember if I have bonus stuff or not. I'm gonna say that ends my turn.
Okay. Let's go. Hrothgar.
Hrothgar!
Actually, Onyx, you guys can both do something at the same time. And then you guys are both the
Yeah.
same AC.
Well, Davin ran close and he attacked him, so I mean they're both trying to attack.
I'm charging to attack the caster that Scar successfully
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Yeah, you get right up to it. However, as you run past, the creature that has come to attack you, he is going to lash out with one of the tentacles directly at you.
Oh.
And what is your AC?
18.
18. However, he does not hit you as a crack sound lets out.
Legendary actions.
No, is this an attack of opportunity?
Oh, you moved away from him.
I ran past him.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yep. So you're able to get to them. Do you lash out at the...
Irrationally.
Swing my
Where did you hear?
one-handed short sword at the caster.
Yeah. Go for it. Swing that one-handed short sword at that caster.
Yeah.
I'm here.
That misses.
You whiff.
Roll again.
Do you make a sound?
This is how we die.
I
Too many
do,
misses.
I do not make a sound,
Yeah.
but I do have a second attack.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
will spin around and try again. That is.
You should have something where you can do attacks.
Oh, really?
No, it's not.
18.
18 hits.
Plus 40.
It's 40.
Yeah, so as your
Bummer.
sword clashes
There you go.
with this
You've got
caster,
the
the mythal, however, comes around, and you actually feel your sword kind of reverberate off of the mythal and bounce back at you, and kind of shove you back a few feet.
I don't yet. I think it's
Okay.
next thing.
As a cracking noise comes off, and it just sounds like you hit a wall with your sword.
1 minute, gain advantage on strength.
And in fact, as you do kind of look down at your blade, it does appear to be dulled a little bit by the contact with the mythal. Do you know anything about that?
I don't really know what's going on.
You got a creature directly in front of you with tentacles trying to kill everybody.
He's actually trying to kill us.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll run up to him. I'm gonna rage,
Okay.
and then I will attack with my berserker great axe.
Okay. Roll.
Oh, and you need to do your d20 for the attack. Yeah, that's the damage. That's right, you can just hang on to that. Oh, you did not roll that. Plus 8.
Plus 8, 9.
Okay, so your axe, as you try and swing it up to bring it down, you just get it stuck into the wall. You're not really paying attention to what you're doing. It's kind of, and you take a second and try and pull your axe back out of the wall, and that's all that you're able to do.
Okay.
For that turn.
Close.
Okami.
All right. How far am I away from the tentacled?
He's all up in your guys' grill.
All right. Well, I will draw my sword and attack.
Yeah. Attack
Yep.
away.
First attack.
Oh
I
my
get to re-roll. That's not much better. So that I assume is a miss.
Yep.
Second attack is also probably a miss.
Yep, that's gonna be
All
a
right.
miss. Gwen.
All right.
Stefani over there.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
He ain't no all back.
It's not going well.
I am going to
This is how
cast
we die.
Hunter's Mark on him
Okay.
at first level.
Hunters mark that fool.
So he be Hunter's marked.
Okay.
And because I get 2 attacks, that counts as 1, and I'll go ahead and attack him with my short swords.
I think the hunter's mark is a bonus action, so you lose your bonus action attack. So you don't get. You can just do your double
Right.
weapon. You don't get the third.
You're right. Okay. So I'm gonna do 2 short swords. I have a 20 for the hit,
Okay, 20 does hit.
and I have is it 6 plus 4?
No.
Is that right? No, it's the
roll
d6.
a d6 and then add 4 to
On your second
Okay.
weapon,
You don't add the plus 4.
you don't add your bonus for the
Right.
attack.
Right. So it's 12.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that right?
right.
Is that what I'm seeing? Is that what we're doing right?
You just add the whatever the dice says for your second
Yes.
attack.
Yeah. So we got first roll.
Oh, so you attacked him twice.
Yes.
Your short sword.
Because I get
Okay.
two short sword hits because I've got
So
dual
you
wield.
need to roll this twice then.
Oh, right, of course.
Yeah.
So, alright, I'll just do that over again. So the first one's 20, the second one is 8.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Alright, so now we'll roll damage.
Okay.
Alright, so that's a
He's
10,
killed by lightning.
and the other one missed. So,
Yep. So you do 10 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Struck by
As you strike, your sword does sing true.
Yeah.
However,
been
arc
trying to
of
remember for a few
blue
weeks.
energy comes out from exactly where your sword hits, radiates up your sword and into your body, and you also take 10 points of damage.
Alright.
As some dark energy enters your being. It doesn't feel good, and
Yeah. I scream out in pain.
That's when you struck.
What's that?
You struck what?
I struck Davin.
Yeah.
The
Tentacle
tentacle man.
monster.
I hit him. I did damage. I got
And you
equal
took the
damage.
damage. Gotcha.
Vicky, you're up.
I fire my bow at the tentacle.
You're gonna have to kind of get down it back into the hallway because he moved up that joint a little bit.
Okay. So I will move back into the hallway so that I can get a clear shot, or mostly clear shot.
Yeah.
I can attack twice now, so I'll just roll 2 d20s for attacks.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
12 and 17.
12 misses, but the 17 does hit.
Okay. So
You're still
it's
attacking
4
Davin?
or 8 damage.
8 damage. That arrow that hits, you see, following its flight path coming directly back at you, a large, basically blue lightning bolt come and strike you, and you take 4 points of damage.
Wow.
So you did how much damage to him?
8.
Jeez. So physical contact is the same. Projectile is half-ish.
That's my turn.
Alright. It is Andral in the middle. You see him start to talk underneath his breath. And Solnar and Okami, the pounding of the give-in your head just starts to radiate like nobody's business. I'd like each of you to give me a Constitution saving throw. Resist.
Uh-oh.
Do I get advantage?
Not for this one, no.
16.
Constitution, it's going to be a 14.
Okay, yep, you guys are both able to withstand. And he looks at you guys and says, "Why do you resist? You know the power that you can achieve. Give in. Destroy this impudent, poor Davin creature. Or end up like him." He also resisted. You see what happened to him. It is your choice.
So, from that statement, it sounds like Davin and Andrel are not on the same side.
Mm-hmm.
It is now Scar's turn, and you see him kind of... He saw you swing and not do anything, and he sees kind of like the beam going to it, so he kind of like pokes the beam with his finger, and it feels solid. And so you see him like grab on to the beam that's going out and start to shimmy himself out over the abyss towards the mythal until he's standing basically on the sphere, and he just starts wailing on the sphere with his sword, just going to town on it. And,
Is he over the abyss still?
Doing. No, he's able.
He made
it's
it to
only
the
10
island?
feet, so yeah, he was able to get himself to the island. And he's now standing on top of the mythal, just wailing on it.
Perfect.
So that's what he's doing.
He's Androl is on the island.
Maybe a safer place
Yeah,
than where we
Androl is on
are.
the island. As
How big is the island?
well. It's probably about 30-foot
Okay.
diameter. It is now Davin's turn. He is going to strike
Davin
out
Lockwood.
with 3 of his tentacles. First one he's going to send out is going to be at you, Okami. After hearing your power, he's going to send a tentacle attack your way. What's your... Yeah, that's going to be good.
It's a 16 is
Yeah,
mine.
it's going to be... You take... 16 piercing damage.
Okay, as a reaction, I want to use my parry.
Okay.
Try to parry it.
Okay, go for it.
I reflect 4, 8.
Okay.
The damage.
As you parry it.
I don't reflect it. I deflect it.
Okay. As your sword strikes true, and you make contact with the tentacle, a stream of lightning comes out at you, of this blue lightning, and you take 8 damage on top of that.
So I take all 16 and 8.
Well, you're able to stop the 8, right?
Right.
And so you take 16.
Okay.
So you're back to exactly what it would have been if you didn't parry at all.
Yep. And I would like you to make a DC 14 athletics or acrobatics check. Yep.
Oops. Apply. Sorry. DC 8. What was it?
DC 14 athletics or acrobatics. Your choice.
Okay. Sorry. Athletics or skills. This menu thing.
I'm starting to get it memorized.
DC 14. No, he just
Athletics or acrobatics? I'll take acrobatics.
Okay.
The latest update, I think,
Nice.
is so much
Nice.
Nimbly bimbly.
So of the 6
A
tentacles, you
critical.
feel this one start to suffocate you, basically wrap itself around you and start to squeeze, and you're just like, no way, no how. So you just turn and you hear a loud pop as you see this tentacle come off and come hanging loose on you and then falling to the ground as you
Sweet.
completely remove one of his tentacles from his body.
better. Oh, yeah.
He is then going to also attack
Today.
the Minotaur with his axe currently stuck in the wall. So he is going to lash out at you with his tentacle as well. The second one comes up and it actually hits your axe and you lops off about 3/4 of the tentacle as well. And so now he's down to 4 tentacles. So
Good job. Good job.
Yep.
Well done.
Yep.
I meant
Last
to
one.
put that in the wall.
Main character.
Knew that would happen.
Blessed one.
Last one that he's going to do is going to be over there at Mr. Solnar. What's your AC?
15.
Alright, that is going to be a hit. And we'll make a DC 14 athletics or acrobatics, your choice. And you take 10 damage.
17.
17. As it comes and you feel it start to grapple around you, you're able to wiggle yourself out of it. And he's not able to find purchase on you.
Is that 10?
Correct. That's 10. And that's going to be his turn for right now. It's now Solnar's turn. Give me another Constitution saving throw, please.
Where is it? In here. 6 plus con 8.
You feel an uncontrollable urge to give in to the power in your arm.
So what choice does that leave me?
You can choose to give in, or you could choose to try and resist, in which case things will happen.
Things are exciting.
Things.
Choices.
I'll give in.
Okay. You give in. Do you remember all that entails?
No. I think this is the first time I've given in.
Yeah, but our good friend Okami's done it a few times. I think he has it written down. It's you get a +10 to all of your attacks.
Everything.
You get a +10 to all your ability checks.
Do you get an extra attack as well?
No.
Okay.
So OP.
And is there a boost to your health?
No boost to your health.
Okay.
No, still at the same health. But those are the 2 bonuses that you get.
The first time Okami did it, he got +10 maximum HP every round too.
Yeah.
Which was pretty crazy.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Davin moved from the last time I tried to attack him?
No.
No.
Nope.
I thought you said something. He went down a hallway or something.
Nope.
No, that was Iggy.
Okay.
Iggy went down a hall.
So has it been? Are there enough people? Has it been more than a minute since my last
We've only done one
turn?
round.
No. It's
Okay.
been 6
Six
seconds.
Okay, 6 seconds. Okay. So, all right. I've still got my spear, and
Yep.
I will attempt to attack one of the other 4 tentacles.
Okay. Go for it.
That would be 29.
Did you crit or no?
No.
Okay. So you are able to attack him, but you do not hit a tentacle. So your sword strikes true on him. Go ahead and roll your damage.
What is that? Actions. Spear with shillelagh. Oh, +5. I guess it's 20, 34 attack. But
Yeah.
anyway,
hit.
1d8 +2
Plus 10.
+10. So we're shooting 18, 20.
20 damage?
No. 10, 17, 19.
19 damage. Okay. Cool.
Does any of that reflect back on him?
Yep.
I was gonna say, and nothing happens moving on to the next person.
Yep.
Yeah, and so as you strike once again, arc of lightning comes out, and you do in fact take 7 damage from that.
What kind of attack did you do again?
Just a physical.
Just a shillelagh poke.
Shillelagh poke. Yeah. But that was to him, not this tentacle.
Correct. It is now Bowen's turn.
Bowen.
Bowen.
That guy. Oh, that guy. That effing guy. It's my birthday. Well, gosh, man, I don't want to get reflected back on. I've been like cycling through this, like I don't know. I don't want to take any of this. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, Chris. Why do you want to hurt me? Yeah. I'm gonna. Oh, man. I will. I'm gonna cast blindness on him, I guess.
Okay.
See if that helps.
Make him blind.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how.
I believe I
It's
make
a
a
save. It's a 14.
A
Constitution.
14 Constitution, huh?
Yeah.
That's not going over. Okay, yeah, he's blind.
Yeah.
You see his eyes start to go dim as you throw some magic at him.
Sweet.
So, can you explain how long does that last for?
A minute.
Okay, cool. Does he make another save in order to resist?
The end of each of its turn, target can make a Constitution saving throw. On a success, the spell ends.
All right, cool.
So there you
Good
go.
stuff. Anything else?
Gosh, it seems like I used to be able to do more, but no, I guess that's it.
All right, Rothgar Onyx.
Alright. Rothgar's fully here and aware of what's going on now.
Yeah.
Okay, so my sword, you said it got a little bit more dull.
Got more dull, so you get a -1 to the damage that you're doing with it. Rothgar, are you gonna strike out at that fool?
Yeah, but my great axe is damaged, right?
No, it's fine. It just got lodged in a wall. You just had to
Didn't you
take it
say
out.
that part of the handle got cut off?
Yeah, just
Oh.
splintered. You heard like a, as if it's you're doing some damage to the axe itself. as
If
you
you
were wailing on
continued, it would probably
iron
break.
wheel.
Well, I'll attack with the Berserker Great Axe.
Yeah, attack away. Do your thing. You doing it twice? You gonna go bam bam?
Yeah.
Are you gonna reckless attack?
Well, I forgot to tell you about the line.
Yes.
Okay.
He's like
Reckless abandon.
16.
So
16.
roll with advantage. when you-
Yeah. So if you're gonna
Roll
reckless
again.
attack, you get to roll advantage. So you can roll again.
And take the higher of the two.
Shaved his whole body.
Oh,
We're
8
definitely
was
taking the
almost
16.
Okay. So 16.
16
Yeah.
plus.
Anything?
Yeah. Plus 8 hit plus 2.
No, the damage is
No, I know,
plus
but I
2.
have another right there. That's melee damage, right?
Yeah, but that
That's
gets to
damage.
damage, not to the actual whether or not.
Attack
This is
roll.
whether or not you hit.
So 16 plus 8. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so now you roll your damage and you
Now
add
you
plus
roll
2
your
to that.
damage.
So 1d12. Yep. 3 plus 5
Plus
is
5 is 8.
and
Plus
then plus 2.
10.
Okay, 10 damage. Sweet.
Cool. Now how much am I taking?
15.
That is a fantastic question. You take 2 damage.
So if I
Wow.
So you take 1.
Wasn't bad at
Actually,
all.
no, not half.
if I use wild
2.
shape
2.
while I'm
You
am
still
I
receive that
able?
bonus.
Okay, I still receive the bonus.
Yep.
Also,
Yeah, I know what I'm
health
doing.
pool
What are you doing?
is the best part of the turn.
Mm-hmm.
I yell, "Kill them all, Scar!" And am I 30 feet away from Tentacle Man?
Yeah, you can get to him at 30 feet.
All right, I go to Tentacle Man and I attempt to cut one of his tentacles.
Okay.
I don't aim at his body; I aim at his tentacle.
Okay,
Try to cut
go
him
for it.
off.
Yeah, nope, you don't hit.
But with my second
Come on, a 4
attack,
doesn't hit.
when I
What are we
try
playing?
again on my second attack,
Okay.
it goes like this.
Yeah, nope, it's even worse. It's just, for some reason, like, the dullness of the blade throws off, like, the balance when you attack, and it's not cutting through the air like you think you would, and it's just kind of, feels more like a club than anything, and you're not used to that. You're like, yeah, this is
Tentacles are hard to hit.
weird. And yeah.
That's my turn.
Alright, there we go. It's now Okami.
I yell, "No, Solnar!" And then I look with steeled eyes at Davin, who is now blinded, right?
Yeah.
He's like, kind of like blindy. And I unsheath my bag of doom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna attempt to stick his head in a bag.
Okay, go for it.
Nice. I think that deserves a point of inspiration.
Oh,
Dude.
you stick your own head in the bag.
Ouch.
As you open the bag, not thinking about it, you put your hands in order to like pry it apart, and you just see Okami disappear.
Yep.
Will you please make that? I think it's a strength check. And, do you have the stats for the? What is it? The bag of
Oh, it's a bag of devouring.
devour. That's right.
I think
Well,
the,
and that's how I died.
I think the appropriate action here is.
So I have one. Well, it's a 50-50 shot, right? Of whether I get sucked in.
Oh yeah, that is right.
So maybe I don't.
Yeah, I'll give you a high or low.
I'm gonna
your
take
choice.
whatever I can get.
High or low. High or low.
High.
Nope.
Should have chosen low.
You should. It was 10.
All right.
So. All right.
All right. So I did get sucked in.
Yep. Give me a strength check.
I have one strength check, and if I fail that strength check at the beginning of my next round, I'm dead.
We're just
right?
gonna go. There's no rounds here anymore. So,
Straight up.
First, try to escape with a DC 15 strength check.
Strength is not my strong suit.
Strength is not a strength.
Who knew, right?
Right.
Strength is your weakness.
Let me pull it up here. All right.
He's like, I gotta look at the
Strength
numbers
saving throw.
Hey, you might want to get the red font ready.
Yeah.
now. No,
You might want to get the red font ready.
7!
Plus 3 is.
Okay.
Never mind.
I yank myself out of the
Yourself
bag.
Get out of the
Oh,
bag.
holy crap. So help me.
That close.
That's the second time I've almost been devoured by an interdimensional being.
You might want to get rid of the bag!
Wow.
It's gonna save our bacon someday.
Someday.
See you, Ben.
Bye, Ben.
See ya.
Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad.
I assume that concludes my turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's your turn. Yeah. Actually,
All
I'm
right.
gonna say you're not gonna pop out until next round.
Alright.
Yeah.
was
So you're
close.
still. Not
Hey, that
dead.
means no damage.
You just see the devouring bag hit the ground.
Fuck.
That's all that happened.
It just flew.
Gwen, you're up.
Alright. She's shocked by taking so much damage in return, so she's just gonna do just do the cantrip firebolt again.
Okay. Firebolt, bolt, firebolt, bolt.
Oh my gosh.
You crit fail?
That was a 20.
Alright. You see Okami disappear into this bag.
And you pee yourself.
And you're like, I need to help my friend. I'm gonna blow this bag up. I'm just gonna light it on fire.
No!
I need to end this bag.
Dude.
And so you launch your firebolt at the bag
Nice.
instead. And it does nothing.
Nice.
Does nothing. You feel it starts to get warm in the black abyss that you are currently in. This giant maw.
Yeah.
Alright, well
And
that was
that's about
attack
it.
number 1.
No, that ends your
That's
turn.
it? That's it.
When you crit fail, that ends your turn. Icky. Icky.
That was close.
So cool.
I'm going to fire double shot from my bow at
The first time
tentacle
it happened.
again.
Okay, go for it.
We'll do it
At a
later.
tentacle.
Oh
Take
my
it out.
Okay,
Take it out.
crit
I
fail.
had
We
to
are
give in.
rolling the ones
die.
tonight.
Your bowstring snaps as you draw back.
Ouchie.
And yeah, you gotta spend the rest of the turn pulling another
That was
bowstring
hilarious
out of your
too.
back.
There
This
was
is
a
like the
dragon.
4th time
He's
you've
like,
broken a
you have to
bowstring.
reach
And
in.
you think to
Seriously?
yourself, I should find a new
Right.
So I was
supplier.
like,
Or you should
okay,
find a
I
new
gotta do what I gotta
wife.
do. And I reached in. and
Adventuring
it
with a
sucked
bow
me
is
in,
not
and
your
I just
thing.
emerged like covered
All
in black
OP.
You see
flames.
people
The
are
dragon's
beginning
like,
to
"What
just
the crap?"
pour in
Oh,
to
no.
this portal now that's inside.
And we beat the hell out of it.
Andral is no longer taking his time. He is just lining it up and mowing down. He's like running in a
Attaboy.
circle, slitting throats, just throat, as they.
That's
Like
how
high
I.
fives, but with
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I remember playing him.
But now instead of the blue entities kind of going up into the abyss, the pillar that is, you see them starting to take kind of spectral form and coming out to you guys. They're actually able to pass through the mythal and come and start gathering up on Scar and begin attacking Scar. There's 3 of them
Poor
that
Scar.
gather around Scar and begin attacking.
Well.
Andral was telling us to attack Davin.
One is going to. It's an odd attack. The specter just doesn't really like strike. It just lays its hand as Scar's kind of trying to dance around on top of the mythal, and you see just something is extracted from Scar's being. It just appears to be
He's a Dementor.
weaker, basically. Not as lively as he once was.
I cast magic.
The other 2, however, he's too quick. He's too hot on his feet in order to get away, and it actually turns to his turn, and he is going to start swinging with his sword at these specters that have appeared.
Good luck with that, bro.
He swings at one and misses, and then he comes around with the other one, and he misses once again. Each miss, though, he makes a noise. So it's like ching ching as he's slaying around. Exactly, that's what he's doing.
Delusional to the end.
Wow.
really
Yeah,
nutso.
and he just lets out a bellowous roar of koboldy rage as he fights these specters. On top of that, you also see 2 more come out, and they begin walking or floating to Icky, basically, and they're able to get right next to you. They are unable to attack, though, and so now you have 2 specters directly next to you.
Okay.
Cool? Cool.
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 Davin is up.
It's like, yes?
Alright,
So weird to hear.
we're doing
Seriously.
Tentacle. He's in the bag, so Tentacle to you, and then Tentacle to Rothgar.
Tentacle.
Some kind of saving throw or something.
He's going to
No,
get
so
you.
he's hitting you, which he crit on you. He hit you
That's
and hit you.
unfortunate.
So all of you make DC 14 athletics or acrobatics check.
How do I do 14?
So roll a d20,
Oh,
and then you have to beat 14.
What was it? I'm sorry.
DC 14. Athletics or
Athletics.
acrobatics?
Athletics or acrobatics. Acrobatics.
All right. Solnar.
15.
Excuse me.
15.
12.
Okay. Solnar, you take. Sorry, I lost my page here.
18 damage.
Alright.
I guess.
I think you do it in Amazon.
Well.
You take 24 damage.
And I'm dead.
Dead?
No. I'm out of HP.
You're down to 0.
Fall unconscious
Yeah.
to the ground. And then we had 2 hits. So,
Damn that crit.
Prime info is, yeah.
hold on 1 second. We're coming to you next.
I can
So
still stick his head in the
You
bag.
take 14 damage, Bowen, and you are grappled by the tentacle, so you're restrained.
Just do
Gotcha.
like Twitch Prime.
You cannot move.
Wait, do I get a plus 10 on the ability?
On the grapple check, yes.
Or on the whatever I just
Yeah,
rolled a
shouldn't-
14 on? Or 15 on?
Yeah, but that
wouldn't
nothing
make
to
any
do with
difference.
the damage,
Okay.
yeah.
Shouldn't have
That
to
was
do
just
that.
after the fact.
Gotcha.
So you can no longer move. You have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws,
Probably
and when he
here
attacks
now.
you, he has advantage. Now,
Good.
No,
This
He's
is
still
good.
blind.
and your
Literally
attacks have
never-
disadvantage.
That's pretty good for a blind
It
guy.
is pretty good for a blind guy.
No,
Attack
in
with
Prime.
advantage.
4 damage to Rothgar,
4 damage.
and that one's half
4?
because it's physical. Bad roll. Bad roll.
Should we be getting advantage for these attacks on Davin? Because he's blind?
You guys get advantage because he's flanked.
Oh,
Yeah, he's kind of surrounded by you guys, so you can take that if you want.
sounds good.
Guess the blindness wasn't as cool as I thought.
Yeah.
Apparently, he doesn't need to see.
Apparently not.
It would seem.
I rolled 2 20s, a 12 and a 13, and then a 16 and a 15.
Oh, regardless.
So,
Two
Oh.
20s.
you roll any rolls.
You double critted.
Yep.
He's just that good.
I hate you.
You're
Yeah, weighted
unconscious.
dice.
As you go slip into unconscious, as you come back a little bit into the afterlife, you see a blue form standing in front of you, looking similar to what the specter monsters that were attacking Scar look like. Directly like that.
Okay.
I would like you to roll initiative, please.
8.
Okay. It gets to go first, and all it tries to do is come up to you and try and enter your body. So I'd like you to give me either an athletics or acrobatics check as it's trying to push you away
12.
from the body. You get advantage on that. And
12.
okay, cool. You are able to push it out of the way. It's still trying to come forth. What would you like to do, though? You don't have any of your weapons on you. You're just a spirit yourself. But you can feel that you can touch this other spirit somehow. Like you don't pass through it.
Right. I will punch it, I guess. Do I still have the abilities that I have from getting in?
No. You aren't able to summon forth any magic. You can't change
Okay.
into any animals or anything like that.
No plus 10.
So I guess I'm just
given rage.
No
trying to
plus 10s.
punch it. 16.
Yep, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll 1d4 and add your strength bonus, please.
1d4 plus a strength.
Yep. And you can attack twice, too, because you have that ability, I believe.
Double strike.
I have no idea.
I think so. I think
You
at
get
level
2
5
attacks.
You,
Do you want me to just roll double damage or?
well, you gotta attack twice, too.
Okay.
You have to hit twice.
Okay. So
First roll.
strength
4 minus 1.
-1. So that's a 0.
Well, you can't do less than 1
Yeah,
damage.
you can't do
Okay,
less than
so-
1. So you did 1.
And then the other one is
Better.
15
It's
plus
gonna
2
be
is
hit. Yep.
17.
3 damage.
3
Okay.
damage.
It appears worse for wear, but it's still trying to just get to your body.
Okay.
And so that's what it's going to try to do. So give me another grapple check, please, with advantage.
A grapple check?
Yeah, so athletics or acrobatics. Your choice.
We'll take 21.
21. It feels stronger this time, as if it's sensing your strength and it's trying to reciprocate and push itself in. However, once again, you're able to resist the creature and push it back away and then make your attacks again.
Oh man.
So one at a time here.
Yep. You can roll them both.
Oh, okay. First one is what is it? Plus 2. That's an 18. The second
18.
one was a 5.
Alright, so 1 hit.
So the first one is a 3.
Okay.
The next one is a miss.
As your fist goes into this spectrous form, it vanishes, and you kind of stumble, even though you're floating, back into your body and resume consciousness. You feel different. You can no longer feel the pull of your tattoo. You don't even feel attached to your body anymore. It feels like it's just something that you're living in. So your body now is back up to full HP, and give yourself 12 HP.
What does that mean?
So you have 2 separate health pools. So bring yourself back up to full HP, and then give yours another health pool of 12.
So like your body versus your spirit?
Yeah.
Bars, basically?
Yeah.
So I have 40, and then what did you say?
12.
12. So this is body, and this is myself.
Yep.
Okay.
It appears that something about this place has made another realm very close, and so you're kind of able to walk and balance between the 2 existences, planes, whatever it is. And so you are alive once again? Sure.
Alright.
We'll go with that. And then it comes back to your turn, sir. What would you like to do?
Oh, mine again? Goodness sakes. Golly.
I remember back in my day when you died, you just died.
What's around me? Davin's around me.
Yep, he's right there.
And everything else, all the other spirit things are some feet away from me.
Yep, there are 2 of them are attacking Icky and 3 of them are attacking Scar.
Hey, Wagon Bands just subscribed.
That's me.
Oh, that's you.
Ooh, good job, yeah.
And I'm within 5 feet of the Davin.
Yes, you are within 5 to the feet of the Davin.
Right. I said the same thing.
Do it.
Darn it.
But I no longer.
Yep, you no longer receive your bonuses from your giving in. Those are gone.
So, I'm still confused about this whole double HP thing.
Yep.
Nobody knows. It's uncharted territory.
It was meant to be.
Um.
I think I get what's going on.
I will disengage and try to move halfway, just kind of in between
Okay.
him and whatever else is out there.
Yeah. As you attempt to move yourself, it's weird for a second. Like, you move back, but you still see your body there. Like, you haven't quite figured out how to operate a body as a specter, as a soul, basically. But after a second of you, like, separating and then coming back in, you're able to gain control and then disengage from the body. And you all see kind of this spectral form come out and then back into Davin's. Or not Davin.
Oh boy.
Solnar's body.
So technically, we have no idea if an evil thing just took over his body after he died.
Yeah, technically.
Probably what I would think.
But
You
he's
do
not
notice,
blue.
correct. You notice that there's no blue glow about him.
Oh, okay.
We like to. There was also no blue glow on Davin until the tentacles tentacled themselves.
Interesting. Is that my turn? Am I done now?
You disengaged. If you have any range attacks, you can do those. But if you're just trying to get away and figure out what's going on,
I don't
with
think I have
yourself.
ranged attacks except spells. But okay, so who?
Disengaging might be an action.
It is
Yeah,
according to
is
rules, but I prefer to use it as your whole movement.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think it's
Who
more
is around me then?
that way.
How far is?
The disengage is just 5 feet, so you just like step back. So you can use a full turn move now if you want to move the other 30 feet to get away further.
Okay, so what? How far is is this group from the platform or whatever?
You're
the
about 20
the edge
feet
of the
into the
abyss.
hallway, and 30 feet away from the edge of the abyss.
So 20 feet into the hallway.
Yep. And the platform is 10 feet, and then you have the abyss.
Okay. So I guess can I move up to the edge of the abyss then?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna like go stand to the guy that's casting the mythal, basically. All right. You're gonna have to walk by 2 specters in order to do that, because you have Icky basically standing at the exit of the hallway with 2 specters harassing him.
Am I able to do that without confronting?
Nope.
Okay. Maybe I'll just kind of try and collect myself then.
Okay. Kind of get in between, so you're like 15 feet
Yeah,
away from each.
kind of right in the middle between.
Yeah.
It seems like there's 2 groups.
Figure out what's going on.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Bowen.
What's up?
You're up, bro.
I'm grappled.
You are indeed grappled.
He's got a tentacle around me.
Yep. You can indeed make a another check if you would like.
Another check.
Yep.
I don't know what that means.
So you would make another grappling check.
Either
You can use an
acrobatics
action
or
to
athletics.
try and not get to not be grappled anymore.
Oh,
break
I see.
free.
Nah. No, I'm just gonna.
Because you can't attack, can you?
He has disadvantage on attack.
Oh, he has
Have
disadvantage.
disadvantage on attacks. Should I just try to get ungrappled or should I try to hurt him? I'm gonna try to hurt him, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna try and cast Thunder Wave.
Thunder, thunder, thunder.
I never get to cast Thunder Wave.
And it's beautiful.
Hey!
That's great.
Hey!
There you go.
There
There
you
you
go.
go. All right, what does Thunder Wave do? I'm sure Thunder Wave does like an AoE thing, right?
I don't know what AoE means, but sure, let's do it.
Nice.
It's okay, I'm in a bag.
Yeah, 15-foot cube, and so everybody,
Yeah.
everybody actually has to make a
I didn't see that
Constitution
before I
saving
posted it.
throw. So everybody that's
Are you
currently
sure
in
that's
melee
what
range,
you wanted to do?
except for Okami, make a Constitution saving throw.
That'd be me too, right?
Correct.
What was that? Everybody?
You're good.
Okay, I'm
You're
good.
far enough away. You walked away enough.
Great.
Cool. You're fine.
Good.
Well, I think
Crit
you still
fail?
take half damage. No.
Okay, good boy.
Successful save.
15.
What did you use?
Half damage.
Alright, so everybody save. So roll your damage and then do half of that, and nobody's pushed back.
48.
How many?
4.
You want another one? Nice.
Or Jesus, why? 5, 13, 19.
Half.
Halved.
Alright,
These
so
guys.
everybody takes 8 damage.
All of us?
Or 9 damage, excuse me. Yep. Everybody.
Everybody.
Nice.
Even me?
No.
No.
Okay.
Boy,
Yeah,
it'd be
everybody
nice to
who
have
rolled.
a healer
Everybody who rolled.
right
Gotcha.
about now.
Am I ungrappled now?
Huh?
Am I ungrappled
No,
now?
he did not fail. to
Really?
save. Yeah, this is my first time.
Jesus. That was the whole idea.
Rothgar, Onyx,
What?
what you doing?
Your
Do it.
attack.
I'm killing this thing.
Yeah, kill
Do
away.
it.
Bam! With the 17
Yeah,
plus.
that's a hit. That's a hit.
Yeah.
Are you
Okay.
enraged right now?
Roll again.
Hey!
Roll again.
What was that?
Roll another 20.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
see
roll
that on the
17
chat. Who
again.
was that?
Yeah. All right. Cool. So do your damage.
Hey,
twice.
Ben Norton won. That a boy.
Do your damage twice.
What's up?
Ben Norton just followed.
Hey, all right.
You're gonna get actions.
Shit. I'm frozen.
All right. Well, we can get to.
All right.
It could have.
11 plus
Potentially.
2 plus 8, so that's 19, 21.
That's a
Plus
bummer.
5, which is
Wait.
I thought
what
it
are you
might
doing,
work.
plus
Like,
30.
that's an interesting way to go
He
about
takes
it.
a million damage.
That's exactly
This
it.
made sense. Oh
It's
well.
the
It
dead.
did.
This is if you can hit. This is your damage.
Okay,
So it's 5 plus 2 down
16
below.
plus I have 2.
So 18 damage on
Come
the
on.
first strike. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Not 18 on the second.
Which is
10.
10. Okay. Awesome. Onyx. What's up?
I don't take anything back.
Huh? No.
Okay.
He appears something's going on after that thunder clap. He's not okay currently. Something happened. Something disturbed.
Did I see the spirit thingies come out and start attacking Scar?
Yeah.
All right. Is bird person and those other two, are they between
Don't fall in.
the Scar and the tentacle man?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna attempt to run past them to get back to the closest one of the specters attacking Scar.
Are you gonna join up on top of the mythal?
If that's, do I have to get to the
To
guys?
melee range, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I attempt to do it then.
Okay. Cool. So you'll take 2 attacks.
Yep.
Hey, yeah, double 3, so you're good. You run right by, no problem. And so, yeah, you hop up on that
Smash
mythal
their
and you
Achilles as you go by.
shimmy yourself across and then hop back up onto
It's
that
like the
mythal.
elf.
And you're standing up there with 3 other specters and 1 Scar.
All right.
Fearlessly battling these specters, by the way.
Yeah.
All by
I-
alone. So
Yeah, he is in the middle.
Clank.
Although I am skeptical of his true strength, the soldier in me cannot leave him to fend for himself. So I swing at the closest one, and that's probably gonna hit.
Yep, that hits. Do your damage.
That'll be
It's not exactly the sound that it makes when you attack a
Ew.
specter.
So 7 damage,
Okay, 7 damage. Cool.
and then I get a second attack. It's not dead.
no dead yet.
It's a specter.
No, that's a nat 20.
That's
Okay,
a great.
roll your damage.
Do I have to roll the confirmer? No. It's,
You roll it twice.
ha.
So it averages out.
So 6 plus my bonus rate
Mhm.
is 13 damage.
So 7 and 13, so 20 damage.
Oh no. It is 5 plus 1
Okay.
for the plus my bonus plus
Plus the first attack.
the first attack was 7 damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
7
yeah.
and
Plus
6.
13.
Okay,
and
20.
20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. On the same
Don't try to
page.
talk him down.
Cool. You notice that it doesn't do quite as much damage as you think, though. It appears that your sword is just kind of like
Oh, 'cause it's
whipping
kinda dull.
around and stuff like that. But it does seem perturbed and doesn't like being sorted. But yeah.
Sorted. Slightly shotgunned.
Okami, you pop out of the bag, and there you are.
Now I'm mad.
You're there with the bag
In my hand. I'm gonna find the easiest protrusion of Davin's body and put it in the bag.
Okay. In the bag. In the
Do I
bag.
get advantage?
Nope.
So
Alright.
were you able to hold the bag open as you came out of it without being
That's-
sucked
that's my
back into
hope.
it?
Come on, no 1.
I just about
18.
almost died. I think I'll try
Plus
this again.
anything?
Nope.
Okay.
You were just trying to put a bag.
Put a bag in on him.
You see
Put
his
a bag in the
tentacle
thing.
waving around, and you plan it for a moment, and you kind of lunge as the tentacle past you, and you actually do indeed see the tentacle
Nice.
go into the bag.
Put him in the
And,
bag.
High or low?
Full point.
High.
dice.
It's gonna be high.
Okay. And so high he goes in, low he does not go in.
Come on, high.
60. He goes into the bag. He disappears.
Can he make a strength check?
That's a good question.
So that's Davin as a whole, not just the tentacle. Davin as a
Yeah,
whole.
he's gone.
Davin's
not in there.
gone.
For the moment.
He just got sucked into a bag.
Uh-oh.
We'll find out what happens. What are you guys doing for the next round?
Brace yourselves!
I need a shot.
Well, there's some specters attacking us, so it'd be good
Right.
to deal with them.
Are we still in combat, or like are we still doing turn
You're still
order?
fighting specters.
Okay.
He's not the
What
only.
if I throw this
target
bag
there.
down the abyss?
There's still magic people
Not a bad
casting
idea.
spells.
Right.
Are you doing anything else, Okami?
Can you describe said abyss?
It's black. You haven't gone far enough up ahead to really look down into it, so
Alright.
it appears to be black.
I think there's a
Your
way.
arm's that good.
Close my eyes
Yeah.
and focus
All
on
right.
the essence of my spirit.
I will. Can I tie the bag shut to like give him a disadvantage on his strength check?
Try.
I'm gonna tie a cord around the bag to try to give him like some disadvantage or difficulty in climbing back out.
Okay. Cool. Gwen.
Sorry,
Alright.
I had to do that to Davin.
So there's how close am I to the specters that are attacking?
Hopefully he doesn't come back.
You're about 20 feet away.
20 feet away.
I hope he wasn't just possessed.
Yeah. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, neither do I.
If anybody, I'm going to be more offended by that.
True ending.
Come on, guys. You gotta have your
I can
turns
contain it.
planned
Can I-
beforehand.
Well, I had a turn planned, and then the creature disappeared.
Fair enough.
yeah.
Am I able to move up to them and attack at the same time?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
They're
cool.
like 30 feet.
I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike
Now do something.
on
Zephyr Strike.
and then on myself. And that's a bonus action. And I will do my short sword attacks on the first specter I come to.
Okay. You get 2 of them.
Right. So that's 9.
Misses.
Well, sorry, 9 plus 7, so 16.
Hits.
Woohoo! Save that one. 13 plus 7, that's 20.
Plus 20.
So
Plus
damage
400.
damage on the first one is 5, and with Zephyr Strike I'm gonna give myself advantage on that because I rolled a 1. So
Okay.
let's not call that a 5. Nice. 3. So that's 3 plus 7. So, or sorry, 3 plus 4. So that's 7.
Okay.
The second attack is 5. So that's what is that? 12. And then I have. I'm gonna do obviously the second attack, which is just the 1, correct?
You use the bonus action, so you don't get your bonus action
Right.
attack. So.
Right. But Zephyr Strike gives me a 1d8 damage as well. So where's my d8? That's an 8. So we said 12. So that's
20 on 1, and then what? Is that all on 1?
Oh yeah, that's all on 1. And I have Horde Strike
Okay.
or Horde Breaker. You may make another attack with the same weapon on a different creature that's within 5 feet. Is the second creature second specter within 5?
Yep.
Okay. That's a 3 to hit.
That's
Well,
it.
3 plus 7, so
That's
10. Okay, there you go. So 20 on 1.
Okay, cool. You notice it doesn't do as much damage as you think it ought to do.
Right. I heard that before.
Yep, it happens sometimes.
Now you know for yourself.
Okay. You guys see from the other side the tunnel that comes in from here directly across, kind of where Davin could have was and then came over. A flash of bright white light. And you hear Andral yell on the top of his lungs, "Boff! What are you doing here?"
You.
Yeah, and that's all that happens for
Wait,
that.
who was Boff?
Icky, you're
That
up.
was
He
Chris's
was a
dwarf
dwarf.
character.
You know the horse or the guy.
The guy that I killed is killed.
Yeah.
He killed his donkey.
Now you remember, don't you?
Hack the mule.
Okay, I'm going to attack the nearest specter with my bow
There.
Okay.
twice.
Yep.
So attacks. That's 14 and 20.
Both hit. Roll your damage.
Okay.
Oh, Boff has solid sneak too.
Damage
Boff has
is
solid
5
sneak
and
right now.
9.
5 and a 9. 14 total?
Yep. And
Okay.
then I'm going to use Horde Breaker to attack the other one.
Okay.
And that's 16 to hit
That hits.
and 5 damage.
Okay. Both of them are now kind of phasing in and out of existence. They don't appear to be holding on to this plane very well. But once again, your arrows don't seem to do as much damage as you thought they would. It is now Androl's turn, and you see a slight fear has now entered his eye now that Boff is here, and a slight fury as well. He begins, you thought he was killing people fast before, but now he's just, all hell's breaking loose. Like, they're pushing him through, and he's got like his sword at the portal, and they're just guillotining themselves as they come through this portal, basically, and bodies are just piling upon piling and piling. Orcs, Ganassi's, humans, he doesn't care. Every once in a while he gets mad because a dwarf pops through and his sword's too high, so he has to like come back around and strike and then put his sword back up. And yeah, each time more and more specters begin to appear. So this round we get 7 more specters that appear. They leave our good friend Scar alone though, and they're all gonna wander over to Icky and the rest of the party down the hallway.
Protect
So
Scar.
they're going to come on over and see what's up. So
Just
now
wander over
Icky
there like,
has
what's up, guys?
9 next to him.
9.
It is
Something
then-
about magic.
It's gonna hurt.
It is then Scar's turn, and he is going to
Something about magic damage.
attack the
Wreaths.
2 that are next to him.
Those are
He
ghost
actually
specters.
does ring true on both of these attacks.
You need to do
as
magic
his
damage to
sword
Okay.
finds purchase onto said
Because traditional damage doesn't.
specter, and one of them, as a matter of fact, disappears from this plane of existence. So there is now only 2 on the mythal, as
Of course.
as Scar finishes one off
Wow.
in a
Chaos.
rage, and he says,
Yes! Look at my power!
Oh man.
Yeah.
Is that the one I did 20 damage to?
Yes.
Okay.
All hail Lord Scar.
It's true. I couldn't even face it. I just killed everyone.
Perfect.
Scar, slayer of dragons and banisher of specters.
so about the time that you would think Davin is popping out of this bag, nothing comes out.
Oh,
Dude.
Nothing. Solnar, it is now your turn. You see 9 specters
a past
around
life of
your
mine
friends.
regrets the loss.
And how far away am I from him? From
You're about 15 feet away.
It's hard losing him the first
So
time.
you're more like 10 feet away from the specters because they've kind of surrounded.
Is that your old character?
No, okay, so I would be able to run and get to his position.
You could walk and get to his position.
Okay.
You can go for a leisurely stroll.
Okay,
as
so
you waylay
here's what I'm gonna
specters.
do. I'm going. What are you? What race are you?
Eric Cobra.
He's a bird.
He's a
Birdman.
birdman.
Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I have this thunder wave spell that generates from myself. So if I go to his position and just basically like
hug him and cast my spell, does that include him in the range of the spell?
Yep.
Okay. What's that changes things.
Just do what Bowen did and go for it.
I'm gonna do it. Okay.
No one
I
died.
hope your HP's high.
I do want to clarify one thing.
Okay.
Which side of Icky are you going on? Because it's a pushback too, right?
Yeah.
So if you're on this side, the pushback is enough to push
him
Icky
over
into the abyss.
It's okay, I can fly.
It's true.
But you might get more specters that way into the abyss as well.
That's true. So where are all the specters in relation to his position?
Around him.
They're all kind of equally distributed.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're playing ring around the Icky.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna run up to the edge of them.
Yep.
And do this Thunderwave spell,
Okay.
knowing that he can fly. And I will yell as I'm running to
Knocked
him.
unconscious.
Oh, he's unconscious?
No, I said unless it gets knocked unconscious.
No. Well, as I'm running, I will yell and prepare to tell him what I'm doing. So I'll cast this Thunder Wave as a 3rd level.
I think is it a con save then?
15-foot cube, con save.
Okay, what's your DC?
At the top it says con save somewhere.
Con save 13.
Okay, and then roll your damage because if it either happens or it's half. So
So
just
it's
roll your
a
damage.
4d8.
2 failures.
I'm gonna borrow a d8. Can I borrow a d8?
Yeah.
Failures.
It's like a D12 just for
What's
fun.
that? Okay, we got, what is that? 13, 21, 20,
10 and 13.
10 and 13, 23.
23 damage. So 5 of them just stop existing.
Nice.
And then I need to make a saving throw as well.
Yeah, you were part of that saving throw.
That's the way to
5
do
specters.
it.
16.
16. So you take half damage. So you take 11, and you don't get pushed back.
Nice save.
All of the other ones are beginning to phase in and out, though.
Nice.
That's a good one.
This would be a great move for AoE that doesn't hit all our friends.
Yeah.
But AoEs are all over
Right.
everybody.
There is no friendly fire.
Yeah.
Bowen.
Yeah?
It's your turn.
Do that again. I like it. Not that.
Oh, sorry.
You're fired. You were confused.
I swear that's on stream.
Increase by 1d6 for okay. Okay. So I'm still in the hallway.
No shade.
Pregnant
Yeah.
times one.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I get
About
the
20 feet away.
These are my KOs.
right, I think I can get there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
30 feet. Okay.
Fruitnik?
So I get to the edge of the hallway, and I'm in the middle of the hallway. What's
Insect.
within a
Icky's right
15
there.
foot? Oh, he's
Icky's
right there in
right.
front of me.
Yeah. Like he's at the end of the hallway. Icky and Solnar.
My
are
KOs
right
include my sense of
Can I
dignity.
get right in front of them?
There. Sure.
What's within a 15-foot cone in front of me of that? In front of that?
The people casting the mental spell.
Oh, nothing. No other
I
spectators.
love that Thunder Wave
No,
spell.
they're further away.
I've used
on
that a
top.
couple times
Top
to
of the
great
mental.
advantage.
It'll be an epic sword battle for the ages.
All the way up there. Oh well. Okay, how far away are they? If I
they would
get
be
there.
50 feet.
Okay.
I guess
Man,
I
that
gotta-
changes
did I
things. Then I thought they were
Okay.
down there.
That changed
Now they climbed. They shimmied across on the beam of mythalness and then climbed up on the bubble.
Mythal. What's the range on this guy? Yeah, 15 feet. That ain't gonna do it.
Dog ain't gonna bark.
That ain't gonna do it. Shucks, I was hoping to get a bunch of them at once. Everything else is kind of one guy stuff. Oh well. And Androl's in the bubble. He's in the mythal, correct?
Yes. Not that you know who Androl is.
Right, but he's right.
Yep.
The guy.
That guy
seriously
is
murdering
in
him.
there.
Big
Yeah,
guy over there.
Shucks.
You guys didn't take the Bostonian scorpions. You missed out.
Did. I guess I could have had a friend.
Nobody thought to grab them.
Guarding the ship.
But they could have snuck through the mythal. Like
Yes, maybe.
small animal.
Shucks.
insects have
Okay, I guess I aim at the closest one I can. Closest.
Yeah, like right next to one now.
I'm confused.
One of us just needs to die and then
Spectre?
go
Yeah.
through the
Yeah.
mythal as a spirit.
Okay. All right. Let's just do a cantrip. Screw it. Let's do a Toll the Dead. Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
With
14 wisdom?
yes, sir.
Do you need one of the shots now?
Any specific one?
Do you need one of the shots now? Is that what you're
I'm good.
No, just one.
No.
Yeah.
That's way
Failure.
over my head.
What's the damage?
Failure.
He's been hit, so you get to do your extra.
Oh, Daniel.
Oh, he crit failed. Is that what
Can
you're
you
saying?
grab
No,
me a
but
Mountain
it does more
Dew?
damage if somebody.
Oh, if he's hit,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Okay. 1d12.
Please and thank you.
Yeah,
we're in the
Happy
fridge.
to do it.
The spell's damage increases by 1 die when you reach 5th level. Okay, so no, 2d8 or 2d12.
Yes, you're
okay,
in the
2d12.
What sort of damage?
2d12.
What sort, though?
Oh, necrotic.
So it doesn't do anything. Doesn't seem to be bothered by your casting.
Then I am useless against most of these people.
Anything else?
Fiddle's like, nope.
Alright, Rothgar, Onyx.
That
Kill
sucks.
You go first.
Do it.
I just killed 5 in
Your
one
first
shot.
time.
What
do
you
you
gotta
got?
do when Rothgar comes for you? So you just saw
That sucks.
Scar
You're good.
slay one of those specters. Like as if it was nothing. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Alright, I just did 5, whatever.
Nobody saw that. You were on the other
I
side.
just saw Solmar kill 5.
I killed 7 with 1 blow.
Yeah.
I yell.
Can you
yell.
recap the battlefield? So,
Oh, jeez.
just briefly.
Him, Scar on top of the mythal with 2 specters.
Okay.
Okay? We have Boff on the other side from you guys coming in directly on the other side, basically.
Who we don't
in there,
know.
Who you don't have no idea who
He
Boff
just
is.
shows up.
He just shows up. Everybody is either in the hall or at the edge of the hall with 4 specters surrounding Solon.
Okay. And where Davin was put in the bag.
And he hasn't showed up since.
He's gone.
But those 4 specters, are they close to us still?
They're 20 feet away from you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Do your thing.
Do something.
I.
Do it.
I yell out, Scar, Slayer of Dragons and of Phantasms! And I try to attack the next one. Phantasm number 2.
Okay, go for it. Roll, roll, roll. Big wheels keep on turning.
That gets a plus 7, I believe.
Keep on going.
Plus 40?
400, actually.
Oh, sorry. My
If
bad.
it's
Order of
plus
magnitude.
7, it hits.
Is it rolling on the mythal?
Yes. Rolling,
Yeah, it is plus
rolling
7.
on the mythal.
Okay.
Yeah, you hit.
That one hits. That one probably doesn't. 12?
That hits.
12 hits?
12 hits.
Okay.
You're attacking a specter?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
Demolish.
We have 9 damage
Okay.
plus 11 damage.
Okay, cool. So 20 total. It's beginning to phase
Oh, not
in
again.
and out.
Here comes Scar. Swooping in. Scar the Magnificent.
My character is beginning to believe. I am just.
Buying into the cult of Scar.
That's hilarious.
Solo, you got.
Roth.
Oh no,
Rothgar needs to
Rothgar.
go.
Rothgar.
Yeah.
Rothgar.
Do your thing.
Rothgar's up.
Do it.
Right, so who am I near right now?
You're still in the hall. You're not
3 or
near
4
anything.
phantasms.
You have to walk
Why?
20 feet.
Oh.
to get to them.
Is there any reason why I would want to get on top of the...
You'd have to go past all
I
of
don't
the
think
other
you're-
guys
Yeah,
to get
don't
there.
do that.
You're not
If
physically
I'll
capable of getting on it.
Go to them, but
You're
I can,
enraged, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and I
So
can
you probably
attack-
just want to kill the nearest thing.
Right, but I can attack as soon as I get...
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
walk
Just go
up to
attack
one
him.
and attack.
Go
Yeah.
smack him.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
5
Dare ya.
plus something.
Nice.
Is that 8?
Yes. Plus 8.
13.
13.
Hit.
And
Roll
then...
D12.
Do I get to roll again?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. For a second.
Yeah, 4 plus 8 is 12.
12.
That hits.
Now you roll your damage.
10
Nice.
plus 17.
For one hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's
do
one
the
that
next.
hits.
Doesn't dissolve.
17, 15.
15. You phase one back out of existence, and now there can only be 3 Islanders. Okami,
All right.
what you doing? You got a bag. You got a satchel.
Sling it over my shoulder, and I'm gonna go attack some
dudes,
some specters.
Okay.
The only certain special beings get to get sucked into the satchel.
Okay.
Because you roll a 1 the first time.
It's a hazard. It's not worth it. So yeah, I'll run up to the specters.
Yeah.
And flank. Opportunity to flank
yeah,
here.
go for it.
Okay. So I'll do 2 attacks on them.
Okay.
First one is going to be 17
Hits.
plus.
If it's over 12, it hits.
Okay.
You know that.
Yep. So 2 hits.
Cool. Roll your DiMaggio.
Okay.
Inspector Gadget.
Axe. D8.
Nice.
Oop.
I will
Alright.
add, as you guys
Oh crap!
destroy each specter, it kind of pulses in a light.
I tried to catch it
and
because
then
I thought
the light
Chris was
ascends
gonna
back
talk to
into
me.
the
Mythal.
not the mythal, but the
Blue beam.
blue beam.
The ethereal.
Okay.
How dare me?
Okay, observe.
A 10 and a 14.
Cool. You phase one out of existence. There are 2 left by Solnar
By me.
and everybody else.
my die.
Everybody's moved up there.
Right.
Gwen,
All right.
Stefani. I need to look up other famous Gwens.
Hunter's mark. If the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, I can use a bonus action on a
Close.
subsequent turn to mark a new creature.
Yes.
Am I able to do that?
No, he didn't
Blame.
drop below 0 hit points. He just stopped existing.
Right. Okay.
Glenn,
I'm
close
just-
enough.
I'm just gonna go smacky stabby on the closest specter thing. So I've got a 20. That's not a nat 20 for the first hit, and then the second hit is an 11, and then I'm doing the bonus action. No, yeah, the bonus.
So the 11 misses.
The 11 misses, and then there's a 10. So 1 hit.
Okay.
5 plus 4 is 9. Yeah, 9.
Okay.
Damage.
It does not fade out of existence. Still there. There's still 2 left.
Okie dokie.
Still 2 left. You hear from the other side of the mythal, where you saw the white light shine. Oi, Androl! What are you doing? You know what you're creating there, laddie. You're gonna destroy the world if you bring him here. You need to stop doing it. I can't allow you to do it. And then you just see a flash of light cast out, and you see one of the casters directly in front of him that was casting the mythal doesn't exist anymore.
We need him on our side.
That was one of the 6.
Yep,
on
so
the
now there's
sphere.
only 5. And no longer exists. And for a second, you and Scar both like start to phase through the mythal, and then as it regains strength, it pushes you back out.
Oh ho!
Get off.
Icky, you're up.
Jump up and down.
Okay.
Get
I'm
off my
going
mythal.
to fire my bow at the remaining 2 specters. So, well, I guess I might as well attack one at a time because I don't know if it'll die. It's 19. So that's a hit.
That hit.
And damage is 7.
Okay. That one dissolves.
Okay.
Kill one. There's only one left by you.
I'm gonna use Horde Breaker to attack the other one.
Horde
And that's 28, so that hits.
Yep.
Damage is 11.
Okay.
Dragon to hit and dragon damage.
And then my second attack. So it's
Don't knock the dice,
and
man.
that one is
You
20
open to the
something,
tip.
so that
It
hits. And damage is 11 again.
All right. That one dissolves as well.
So we're specterless.
No, there's still 2 up on the mythal.
Oh, that's right.
But those are going
2.5.
It is now Andrel's turn once again. Alarmed at what Boff is doing, you see him cast a spell, and basically a pillar of fire comes into existence where all the bodies are. It dissolves the bodies that were there, and now people are just as soon as they come through the portal, just falling into this pillar of fire and being disintegrated within seconds. It seems like a non-painful way to go, probably better than getting your throat slit, but yeah, just dissolving as their entities become, and he starts ignoring that portal, and he walks up to where Boff is, and just kind of, now with both swords in his hand, stares down Boff as Boff is starting to walk over to the next whatever it is, humanoid hooded figure casting the mythal, and he's just kind of pacing back and forth in an angry rage, and as he gets more and more mad, you see lightning as if from a tempest itself starting to emanate from him in his anger. It is now Scar's turn, and he is going to attempt to strike out at the 2 specters around him.
Finish both of them off.
He's going to hit one and hit the other as well.
Come on, both of them. Come on, both. I just want him to just slay them all.
You have to imagine the different realities.
Right,
these 2 are living
right.
in, you know?
The first one disintegrates. The one that you would hit up there.
What did he just attack?
One of the specters that are
Okay.
next to him disintegrates, and one isn't quite phasing out yet. Doesn't seem to be too bothered about it. It is now that specter's turn, and it's actually going to come over to you, my good friend Onyx, and it's going to attempt to lay its hand on you.
Oh boy. That sounds
with
exciting.
a dual attack. What's your AC?
It's gonna touch you.
Onyx. What's your AC?
18.
18?
Yes.
It's going to hit you once. You are going to take 10 necrotic damage
What
and
was
make
that?
a Constitution saving throw, please.
Come on. Come on.
Constant.
Do it. You can do this.
Total?
6.
Okay. So you go down 10 HP, and then your max HP also goes down 10 as your life force starts to get drained.
What just touched? What just did that? One of
The
the specters?
specter. Yep.
I think the one that's left is Gadget.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So did more specters come when Andral
No, this
burned everybody?
It seems that whatever sort of process he's doing by killing these people, he needs to expedite now that Boff is starting to destroy.
He's running
his
out of
casters.
time and he's got to finish his
And
job.
so the specters are just disintegrating into the walls.
Okay.
It is now your turn, Solnar.
Where am I in relation to any of the casters that are
How do I do that?
holding the platform?
You're 10 feet away from him.
Do I have to override?
I'm gonna
HP?
cast Earth Tremor at the nearest one to me as a 3rd level.
Okay.
Which is a 3
temp HP.
D6. To do Dex saving throw on a DC Dex 13.
Okay. So the ground starts to shake. What does the spell do exactly?
Yeah, tremor in the ground, creature other than you in the area. The area just looks like it's
Cone?
It doesn't say, so I'm assuming it's just a straight line.
Okay.
Earth tremor. Do bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone if you on a failed saving throw. If the ground so you don't take any damage if you save on the throw. Looks like.
Cool. Yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage.
7,
It looks
8,
like
9.
it's just a damage on a single target.
Yeah.
Okay. You notice that as the earth moves underneath him, the mythal just kind of goes up, and he goes up and then goes down, and it doesn't seem to bother him at all. He's just continuing to cast.
Okay.
Someone tell a really funny joke. Distract him.
Bowen, you gonna do anything?
Do anything besides physical.
Gosh. There's still a specter, right?
Yep, there's one.
There's one specter left.
And magic.
And magic. Block the magic. But Boff can somehow take him out.
Well, Boff is an incredibly powerful being at this point.
He was.
I guess I'll just
Power of the gods.
I'll throw a firebolt at the last specter, I suppose.
Okay.
So 12. It's 12. 18. Yeah.
Okay.
2d8. Come on. Get 9.
9 total.
9.
Okay.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
It is now phasing hardcore in and out of existence.
Oh, pardon me.
Flicker, flicker.
One more die because I leveled up.
Oh.
Plus a d10.
Oh.
Alright. That's what I said.
Do you know which one is a D10?
Oh.
Player.
Pardon me, I said d8 too. I meant d10.
Mr. Beauregard.
I do declare. One of those, one of. I don't have another one. Oh, shucks.
What do you need?
You can use this.
5?
10.
10 damage. It poofs out of existence with a whale.
All these whales tonight, jeez. But no killer whale in the aquarium tank.
Nope, it got eaten. Getting torn apart by some ogres.
Remember that now.
Alright.
Okay, no more specters.
No more specters.
No mas.
Just the people in
Somebody go break their necks.
See if we can try to just grab one.
Can't get our hands on them.
No, we can't get through it yet. I think our best maybe to attack it just like
When
You
our
see
powers
Scar now
combine.
just wailing on the mythal with his sword. Just going to town.
Was that his turn?
Huh?
Was that his turn?
You guys aren't really in combat right now.
Okay.
There's nothing around to attack. You guys can try to attack the people in the mythal.
What if we
I'm
all attack a different one of the casters at the same time?
It seemed to work.
And split the mythal up.
Yeah, but what if we all work together, man?
When our powers combine.
I attempt to intimidate one of the spellcasters.
Okay, go for it.
And I say, that other guy just got disintegrated. You're probably next.
Okay. Roll. Roll intimidation.
Better crit.
22.
He doesn't seem phased at all. Doesn't even notice you said anything.
Okay, it was worth a shot.
They seem completely willing to give up their lives for what they're doing.
Yep. I'm gonna tell Androl, this isn't gonna work. You can't. This is a horrible plan.
What's wrong with it then? He's still pacing back and forth. What's so horrible about it?
It's horrible because without an existence,
Even you admitted there'd be no more pain, no more suffering.
What the hell, man?
there wouldn't, but there also wouldn't be any joy or happiness.
Oh, it's like
There's hardly any of that left as it is.
Maybe not in your life, but in others.
Oh yes, tell me of the joyous times of your life, oh Kami. Exactly.
There was this one spring morning.
As you see Boff get to the next one, he appears to be slow, to say the least. He's not the quickest dwarf moving around, but another flash of radiant light comes forth from him, and another one of the mythal casters disintegrates, and you and Scar both fall through into the mythal before it reinstates itself, and now you are in the mythal with
Still
Androl.
completely on fire.
That inside isn't completely on fire, just right by the portal.
Okay.
There's a pillar of fire.
Okay.
Basically.
So don't
And
go to
so
the portal.
you
Run and
haven't
jump.
been disintegrated yet.
Jump into the portal. I hear that's a really good idea.
Dive head first.
jump 10 feet. If you get a running start, you can.
I'm
make
gonna
jump over the
ready my
abyss.
bow so that next time Boff takes one out, I'm gonna try to shoot an arrow through at Androl.
Okay.
See if it works.
Scar runs directly at Androl with both swords screaming, going at him.
That's not gonna end well for Boff.
And you see Androl turn, kind of laugh, and cast 2 lightning bolts from his hands. That's 1 crit.
Oh no.
And when the flash of lightning dies away, you just see 2 scimitars clank onto the ground as Scar is no longer there.
Oh.
And then he looks at you.
Gwen is shaken by that.
Would you like that fate as well?
You can take your fate and shove it.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna attack him.
Okay, go ahead. What are you doing? Swords?
Swords.
Okay. Sword him up.
Sword. Do you have another character roll?
It was on the rank. It just.
It's weird.
Chase with the assist.
15.
15 does not hit.
Maximum effort.
Okay, let's try again.
Does not hit either.
He just sidesteps.
I see some anger in you, some frustration. I have somebody you should talk to. And you just disappear. You're not there anymore.
Okay.
In fact, none of you remember anybody ever being in the mythal besides Scar.
None of us?
Well, you two, I should say, still remember. But none of you guys remember anybody ever being in the mythal besides Scar.
I'm gonna yell at him. Androl, don't you put that on him.
Thank you, Bobby.
One of you has already failed me. It looks directly at you. Such a disappointment. Could hardly handle the power. One of you still proves to be a faithful choice. I still need to hedge my bets, Okami.
What if I kill him first?
I guess I'd be okay with that. You would grow stronger from it.
Who are you talking about?
Yes.
Oh, because you don't remember. He doesn't remember?
No, he still remembers.
Oh, okay.
He has the remembrance.
Okay.
He just can't access the powers anymore because he can't use his body.
What are you talking about?
So am I able to like leave my body?
Yeah.
Willingly, at this point?
Yeah.
I don't even know what to do with that.
Take over Androl's body.
That's what I'm thinking.
Become Androl.
Can I try to invade Androl's body?
You can try.
I'll try it. I don't know what. Yeah, I'll try to possess his body. What is that?
When you go into the realm that is next to this one, you see Androl not as himself, but as a large demonic figure.
I pee myself and
I'm gonna go hide in my body.
Is there anything else I notice or just that?
You notice that as each person dies, you see their spirit enter this realm and then ascend up. There's no like pillar of light here though.
Right. I think overwhelmed with that, I just go back into my own body.
Okay. As you return to your body, Boff finally is able to walk himself over to the next one. And with a breath and a flash of light, you see the third caster disappear from existence. And
Third out of six.
And you see that they are... You see the mythal start to flash and then give out as the other three basically die from trying to commit too much of their life power in order to create this mythal.
Huzzah.
And the mythal peters out as Boff falls to the ground himself and is no longer moving.
And I immediately release the arrow at Androl.
Okay, go ahead. Roll for an attack.
Inside the catcher thing.
Ooh. 12.
Yep, nope, not a hit.
I'd like to fly over to Boff and attempt to ascertain his condition.
Sure. You land, you do a little quick survival, and you don't feel anything.
So he's dead.
Maybe.
He is dead. The mythal is down, and Androl is just smiling at each and every one of you guys, excited for the sacrifices that are about to be sent. The powerful forces that are going to open the gate for the destroyer.
Is there a way to the platform?
And that's where we're gonna end.
Okay,
midnight.
but where am I right now?
I'm sure you'll find it.
Hey, don't get too stabilized, Boss.
Oh, he's dead.
He's beyond any help.
Oh.
He's dead.
No.
That's too
I got
bad.
to kill one person tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there anyone?
I'm getting talked to.
Here you are.
Wait, who died?
Terra 96.
Roll for
Oh, that's Chris Herrera. What's up, Chris? How you doing, man? You
Nat
watched
20.
us a couple of times.
Nat 20.
I'm glad you're liking
Who
it,
died?
sir. We are actually just finishing for the night, though, so you should go back and watch
Good
some of the
timing, man.
madness that happened.
Roll
It
for
was
seduction,
a
though.
lot of fun. I don't need to roll for seduction. It's just always a crit.
He called it Nat 20.
Nat 20.
That's
20,
just the
baby.
way it goes.
Nice.
So hopefully you all had fun, enjoyed yourself.
That was a good session.
That was interesting.
I was hoping that we were gonna get to the Androl fight and I could kill you all, but I didn't end up getting there. So next time, I'll kill you all, and then we'll start a new campaign.
Hey, if
so
he's
it'll be
fighting
fun.
with Androl, I don't put it past him.
I'm bad for that.
He is notorious for killing everything.
He did have the most kills in the last campaign.
Yeah, but then
I'm still
Ulka's
waiting
gonna bust through the portal.
I was
and
gonna
just be
say,
like,
there's a couple more guys that could
Yeah.
bust through that portal still,
Yeah.
maybe,
That's
possibly.
interesting. I like the crossoverness.
Yeah, that was fun. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Maybe in 2 weeks. Hopefully, we can get back
Yes,
to a more
plan it.
regular
2 weeks.
playing
Done.
pattern.
Yeah. Works for me.
Let's just schedule
so-
it now, and then it's done.
Yeah.
Assuming I don't get
Friday? Friday? Or
Yes.
Saturday?
Friday the 18th.
Yeah.
works. No.
Well, everybody, have a good night. Keep it
You
real.
won't be here.
And we will see you on the flip side, homies.
Peace.
Oh, that reminds
For
me of a
show.
phrase I
Real
made up a
poser
while back.
gangster stuff
Oh,
right
oh
there.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Hardcore.
Keep it real, all you guys out there.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah.
Peace out.